employers from disappearing out the Football League and into almost certain financial oblivion. Back in 1999, Carlisle United, managed by Nigel Pearson, were fighting to stay in the Football League. Carlisle's finances were precarious with a capital P that season, leading to a scenario where, with 3 games to go, they had to ask the FA to sanction an emergency loan deal to bring in a goalkeeper. Swindon Town's Jimmy Glass arrived at the club. His efforts in his first 2 games earned the Cumbrians 2 draws. Those vital points meant that Carlisle went into their final game of the Division 3 season, now League 2, needing to beat mid-table Plymouth Argyle in front of their own fans and hope their relegation rival Scarborough didn't win against Peterborough at home. The game at the McCain Stadium finished 1-1, and with the same scoreline at Brunton Park deep into injury time, Scarborough's fans invaded the pitch en masse, believing their Football League status was secure, convinced they'd done enough to stay up. However, there'd be one more plot twist. Carlisle won a corner in the dying seconds, and up came Jimmy Glass. In one of those you couldn't make it up moments, Glass scored from a rebounded header and was promptly swamped by teammates and thousands of fans who quite simply couldn't believe what they'd just witnessed. As for Jimmy Glass, he became an overnight celebrity, but he never played for Carlisle again, and his playing career never really kicked on after that defining moment. He took on various jobs outside of football before finding his way back into the sport as player liaison officer at Eddie Howe's Bournemouth, and most recently the general manager at non-league Wimborne. Not the fairy tale ending to one of the most Hollywood moments in football, but the name Jimmy Glass will live on forever as the scorer of that goal, arguably the most important in any club's history.
We're off and running. 3 minutes past 6, talkSPORT breakfast. This is talkSPORT breakfast, of course, with Arnold Clark. Get the UK's best used car deals. They are guaranteed. Ally and Ray with you this morning. Ray, how are you?
How you doing, Ally? I'm just getting
mastered those. You've mastered those ear plug things, eh?
Where's our ones to these?
I've got an ear infection, mate.
I wish I had one.
I have.
Playing these things.
Seriously, mate.
Oh, look.
I've got an ear infection. I've got a doctor's order. I've got to show you.
I'm going to have to do a little bit. I don't know where the bit is to pull it in. Anyway, how are you doing, Ally?
I'm doing well, mate. How you been?
Yeah, really well, really well.
Give me your news. What you been up to?
Well, the weekend was pretty quiet. You know, just watching the football really, and then yesterday a bit of golf.
I'm impressed. Golfing yesterday.
No, it was very windy.
How's your weather?
Windy. I mean, it's quite mild though.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I think tomorrow, 17 degrees tomorrow. In town.
Then?
So I'll be back out tomorrow. But it's great having a stroll around. I don't mind this time of year. I don't mind it. I mean, the leaves are turning colour. They're coming off.
I'm ashamed, mate. As long as it's dry.
Long as it's dry. And there was no rain yesterday, which is the most important thing. But the wind was blowing a bit of a gale into them long par fives, Ally.
Oh,
you're in. It's 3 good ones. It's 3 good ones.
Punching them. You need to keep it down, mate.
Well, I'm trying to keep it down, but you know it's going all over the place.
I'll show you after. Just
keep it forward.
Forward on it. Lean it on your the front foot.
My mate was playing with me yesterday. He's a good player, and he was saying like, "Yeah, push forward." He gives you a few little tips as you go round, so that's just nice.
It's a different game.
It's a great game. It's all about putting.
He's a good player.
For me though, Ali, it's all about putting and chipping.
Where were you playing?
Just a local to me. So nothing special. No, not like when you go Glen Eagles, when you went with Alan and all that sort of stuff. But it's still a decent course.
You've got to come up here next year.
It's supposed to be unbelievable, isn't it? I played Troon once with all the boys. Well. I think we played Rangers and Celtic in a pre-season, and then we stayed up. And all the boys from Arsenal, I think must have been Bruce Wilkes era, 95, 94, 95. We all stayed over, and all the lads, a lot of British guys.
I played in that.
Yeah, you probably did, yeah. Well, I can't remember the score now, but we all stayed up, and we was really excited about it.
Were you there in
94, 95 of pre-season? Would have been.
I'll throw one at you. Was it 93 pre-season?
I would have been there then, yeah. So it might have been 93. We might have been up there twice then.
Goffey's testimonial. Richard Goff's testimonial.
Yeah, it could be.
Beat you 3-0 by the way.
Richard Goff. Brilliant lad.
Big Goffey.
Is he still in where does he live?
San Diego. By the way, I spoke to him last week. I keep touching the big man.
What a place though, isn't it? San Diego. 70 degrees all year round.
He loves it. It's perfect for the biggie.
I've seen him sometimes when he's come over. He's great fun.
He loves it. He's into his golf. His brother's the coach.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a coach of the golf.
But, it's a great game, golf. I mean, look, to be fair, Ali, he doesn't bother me when you play badly.
I'm ashamed, mate.
You go off, it's another game the next game.
Correct.
Always try and improve.
And you always hit a couple of shots that make
your last shot's always got to be good. Your last last drive's got to be good.
It's a great game. You watched that game last night? You seen it?
Yeah, I did watch it last night. Game of 2 hours for me.
Half, eh?
I thought Everton were very good in that first half.
So did I.
Really.
Jai played well.
Yeah, he did endorse. Cracking goal. Should have been 2-0 up. He missed a sitter.
How's he miss that?
I know. I felt for him. And David Moyes didn't really want to hammer him after the game, but that changes the game. It goes 2-0.
And then Sunderland came out second half.
And I thought Sunderland were brilliant. Jacques, who's been a great signing, gets his first goal for Sunderland. And then the place was rocking, wasn't it? I mean, the atmospheres. I know you played up there, Ali.
Brilliant, mate.
Once they get behind you.
I went and watched them at Chelsea last week. They were excellent.
Chelsea yeah. They've been a breath of fresh air for the Premier League. And I'm really pleased because you want the teams coming up.
Of course you do.
To compete. Right. Not like last season.
100%, mate.
They didn't really compete last season. Straight back down.
Exact same.
But Burnley having a go. Leeds, I know they lost at weekend.
I know, but they're having a go.
They're having a proper go. So it'd be interesting to see what happens.
100%, mate. We're going to talk about it. We'll move on about that because Sunderland moved back into the Champions League positions, believe it or not. And it was live on talkSPORT last night.
What an atmosphere it is here at the Stadium of Light, the place that's rocking.
I thought we played well the first 30 minutes.
Nice play on. Here's Njai advancing to the edge of the area. Goes past one, goes past two. Drop of the shoulder onto his left foot, and that is a great goal.
Absolutely outstanding.
I might say that Everton started better than us, and they were strong.
Home fans not happy. That's too many times now. They've just cheaply given the ball away.
Somehow Barry has put that over.
Look, centre forwards need goals to feel good about themselves.
The last part of the first half, this is what we want to do. And if we keep going like that, we'll score.
Xhaka deflected and in! Goal within 44 seconds in the second half!
They played much better in the second half than we didn't, that was for sure.
The shot deflected! Oh, Pickford beats it away! He was going one way, the ball went the other!
Not enough to score this second goal, but we were more composed.
Alcaraz to win it for Everton, step over, and Everton got a chance, and they couldn't take it. I think you'd take being fourth in the table with 18 points safely in the back. Sunderland 1, Everton 1.
Enjoyed it, mate. It was a good game, but you're right. I mean, obviously, Njai scores a great goal. I think he beat 3 or 4 players, knocks in with his left foot. But what a chance to go 2-0, mate. What a chance.
David Moyes would be looking back, and he wouldn't be happy with the second half performance, I don't think.
No.
I think first half they played really well, Everton, especially away from home. You know, you got the opening goal. But that second goal really changes it for me.
100%, man.
And, you know, I feel sorry for players when they miss chances like that because he'd be sitting in that dressing room thinking, I've let the team down and whatever. But everybody's been through it, Ali. You're in a strike yourself when you...
But I'm just thinking, I'm watching them come into the back post and I'm saying to myself, just keep it down. You know, you keep it down.
Yeah, exactly. Hit the target.
And not, try and knock it maybe back across where it came from. But
sometimes the pace is on the ball, isn't it?
Correct.
So all you got to do is direct
absolutely, mate. Absolutely, 100%. Tell you what, you touched on him, Ray, Granit Xhaka. he might be the signing this season so
Absolutely. Look, he's very experienced. He was brilliant at Arsenal. That last season, he had his spells when he got a lot of stick in the crowd, then he took his shirt off. Yeah, and the fans...
I'll say one thing about him, Ray, and you'd be better qualified than me to talk about it. See, when he had that period when he fell out with the Arsenal fans, I didn't... Honestly, God, mate, you know how difficult it can be. I didn't think there was any way back.
Yeah, no, nor did I.
But fair play
he come
to
back.
him and the fans.
Well, it just shows you his character.
Yeah.
Which is very important. And, you know, I think the young players in that Sunderland team are really looking at him. And you see it at the end of the game. He went to every single player.
Brilliant, wasn't it?
To say, well done. Good performance. But I think he's really enjoying it as well. I think he's really enjoying being back in the Premier League because, you know, he's gone to Germany. He probably, of course, he enjoyed it in Germany.
Well, a great season. Was it the opening season? Had a great season.
Yeah, Leverkusen.
Yeah.
But then you could see that he really enjoyed it at Arsenal at times.
Yeah.
I mean, in that competitive nature, the league itself is tough. And I think he's really stepped up, and I think the Sunderland, they love him up there now.
Oh, can't get enough.
He's brilliant, and what a skipper to have. I mean, experience, and he's played in some big games for Arsenal.
100%.
And that, yeah, as you rightly said, I didn't think there was no way back for him, but he come back that following.
Shows you what he's
absolutely
made
brilliant.
I've got to say, I mean, you're talking about Sunderland fans here. I was at Stamford Bridge. I was working at Brentford last week, Ray, and it was the evening kick-off, so a couple of hours to kill. And I went along to Chelsea, watched the Chelsea-Sunderland game. And Sunderland were great, but I tell you what, mate, their fans were unbelievable. Never stopped singing for 90 minutes.
No.
Never stopped singing for 90 minutes.
They're so important.
That North East, they're mental up that
Oh,
North
absolutely. Well, I lived up there for a bit, but I was down the road a bit to at Middlesbrough. But you can see the passion. Look, Newcastle is exactly the same. I mean, that derby's going to be very special, isn't it? The old Sunderland Newcastle. But yeah, they've got a real team now because they went through that stage when they didn't have the team.
No, and I went to... They played in the Cup. We did the game in the Cup maybe a couple of years ago at the Stadium of Light, and Newcastle battered them. Yeah, it was very comfortable.
Yeah.
In the Cup game. I'm not sure it'll be the same this
They're
time.
physical now.
Aye.
They've gone back to the old school. 100%. Physical, big guys.
100%.
I mean,
boys that are fit, they're quick. Long throws.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with that. They get you results. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
There was a good one before the game. Jordan Pickford's son. I don't know if you saw it. He was a mascot alongside his dad, but he was wearing half and half shirt. Pickford obviously with a Sunderland fan. It's brilliant, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Wasn't it great?
Yeah. It's great to see. He's a young kid. You know, I don't really like the half and half.
No, I hate it. To be honest, I hate it. But with a young kid, I liked it.
And I think Jordan really enjoyed the Sunderland fans as well.
Yeah.
He knows the passion up there.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think he got a really good ovation from the Sunderland fans as well. A lot of passion. He's been at Everton. He's an Everton legend there, isn't he?
Yes.
And he's been there many years. Just signed a new contract, so he's going to be there for another 3 or 4 years. And he's such an important player for a goalkeeper. Mate. You've got to have a good goalkeeper.
100%.
You're going to be half decent. And he's a top class goalkeeper.
I said it before, Ray. I think he's a top class goalie. I really, really do. I think he'd be a good teammate as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he's one of these boys.
Yeah, gets you going as well. You can see when they kind of made a couple of mistakes, he's having, barking at his defence. Come on, concentrate. No, not at all.
Absolutely.
Concentration.
Well, Sunderland versus Everton was just the start of what's going to be a huge week in talkSPORT. And it's Champions League action tonight with Slavia Prague versus Arsenal. And that's at 5:45 in talkSPORT 2. That's followed by Spurs versus Copenhagen right here on talkSPORT. Coming up with Trent back at Anfield tonight. Hey, what kind of reception? What do you think? I mean, I want it to be a good one. I'm not sure.
Is it a mixed one?
I think it'll be a mixed bag.
I think it'd be more towards having a little bit of a go at him. 60-40. 70-30, Ali? Where are you going? I was just
65-35.
I was just talking about in the... what players have gone back to the old clubs and got absolutely hammered.
Oh, man.
I remember Martin. It was really funny. Martin Keown. He went back to Aston Villa.
Yeah,
and I think he got player of the season and young player of the season. And we was all in there at Villa Park. We're going to go out for the warm up. And Martin goes, I love Martin, but he went right. They like me up here. I've done well up here when I was here. Anyway, we went out. Boo, Keown. And he looked at me. He went, did they quit? They forget quickly up here, don't they? They forget what I've done for the team.
Oh man,
they don't worry about it when you leave. Hard luck.
Sol must have got a taste of it.
Sol Campbell. Oh, that was like Beirut, going to Beirut. He was.
I need to tell you, Mo Johnson got a taste.
Oh, Mo Johnston. God, that's Rangers and Celtic. How many players have played on the
There's not too many.
No.
Kenny Miller, Stephen Presley. I mean, You can name him.
But Mo was the one, wasn't it?
Well, that was a big one.
Oh.
Coming up, as I said, Trent back at Anfield tonight. We find out exactly what it was like for Ray playing at White Hart Lane when Sol Campbell made his return. We'll have a good chat about that next, mate. I've never seen me Ed so excited, by the way.
Oh, Ed.
You know why he's excited?
Go on.
Well, first of all, this is talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally and Ray with you this morning. That's a Strictly tune, as you know. But why are we playing it? I'm going to tell you why. Because according to The Sun, Alex Jones and Bradley Walsh are being lined up to become the new hosts of the show.
Fantastic.
You watch it?
I love Bradley.
Bradley's the best.
Oh, he's a legend.
But I'll need to be honest with you. I don't watch it. When's it on?
Saturday night, isn't it?
Well, there you are.
Is it Saturday night? I don't see a lot of it. The boss was in there, Tom Skinner, wasn't he? He didn't last long.
No, he didn't, to be fair. The old Bosch fella.
No,
he was at early doors, wasn't he?
He was at early doors.
Who was on? Was it Merce was on?
Mercer's done it, Tony Adams.
Tony's done it.
Tony's done it. A bit stiff, both of them. A little bit, like robot. I think he was doing a robot after time.
Aye, I'm thinking about Big Tony. Good doing, playing him down the channel.
Fair play to him. I think the training's so hard, though. I mean, I don't think I could do it for my knee. My knee would swell up.
Mate, it's every day.
Because you're twisting and turning all the time.
Oh, it's every day. But the one thing I've got to say, I love wee Brad, but I love him on that.
Chase.
Oh, that Chase.
Chase is brilliant, isn't it? It's good.
That's on my couch, 5 o'clock. Let's go,
fantastic.
Bradley. I love it. Cannot beat it. Cannot beat it. We are now going to have a look at today's back pages with Tesco and Mobile for Business.
The Back Page Review on talkSPORT with Tesco Mobile for Business. Got a side hustle selling clothes? Save in style with business phone bills for up to 40% less than the big three networks. For verification, see tescomobile.com/business.
Shambles.
Right. Okay.
There's wires everywhere.
We've gone from
Olivia's
we're going to have a man struggling with his earphones to a woman struggling with her seat. Olivia, what's going on with that?
I'm too short, Ali. I'm too short. I can't get...
I'm far too polite to say that. Can we get this lady a cushion? What about a cushion?
It's fine. Don't worry. It's fine.
Seat?
Yeah, I actually do need. I've had to stand on a box multiple times.
Let's have Ed's booster seat. We'll borrow Ed's one.
Yeah, can I have it?
Come on, Ed.
Right, that's
cushion,
savage.
Your whoopee cushion. Bring that in.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very, very well. Very well, thanks.
Azerbaijan a little bit later today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Karabag against Chelsea for TNT, Ali.
Good stuff. Great
On my
stuff.
own. I don't think anyone's going out there apart from me.
Oh, you going?
Yeah, I'm going to Azerbaijan.
So is that Heathrow to Baku?
So you can get a direct flight, but I'm getting an indirect one. So I'm going London to Frankfurt.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of hours in Frankfurt and then Frankfurt to Baku.
So what was the last time I was in Azerbaijan? What was the game?
4-1.
Chelsea.
Yay! Europa League final.
You got to do that.
But Chelsea, they was already in the Champions League, and Arsenal, if they'd won that game, would have been in the Champions League. And it was the worst performance I've ever seen. And I remember one of the directors coming up to me saying, "Well, we're doing all right, aren't we? 0-0 half time."
No.
Ali, I said, "You watching the right game?"
Terrible.
Chelsea go through the motions here.
Man.
Eden Hazard's last game for Chelsea just stepped up, didn't he?
What year was that?
2019.
Yeah, 19.
Maurizio Sarri. I wasn't there.
It was a great place, by the way.
Yeah,
you're going to really
seriously. There you are. That surprises me.
It's really nice.
I went out.
I was surprised how nice it was.
Yeah.
I went out there for remember the Euros? It was everywhere.
Yeah.
So Wales were based out in Baku because there was a couple of games out in Baku. So I spent 4 weeks there. Honestly, tournament experience peaked. It was 30 degrees every day, and
beautiful.
All of their training was in the morning. So all my work was done there. Just went and sat in a water park for the rest of the day.
Nice now, wouldn't it? The weather be.
I looked, Ray, and it says 17 and raining, fuming.
Oh,
I was thinking a bit of winter sun, even for a day.
Take your golf club.
Massive Rangers supporter club out there, by the way.
Is it?
Is
yes.
there?
Yes. Believe it or not, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'm sure they've got big ones all round the world.
Oh, no,
Rangers, Rangers and Celtic.
Yeah, both.
Right, shall I tell you what I'm actually meant to be here
let's
for?
go.
That's not Baku and Azerbaijan, because it is a big night for Trent Alexander-Arnold.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, on all of the back pages, Ali, it's prepare to cop it, Trent, task force, and then Trent will copy it on the back page of the Express as well. Listen, I think it's really difficult from a non-Liverpool fan view.
Yeah, that's true.
To give I personally don't think he should be booed. I think it will be mixed. I think half of Anfield will give him a lovely reception, which I think he deserves for what he's done for the club. Just 109 goals and assists in 318 starts.
Tremendous.
From right back.
Tremendous.
You're joking.
Tremendous.
And he gave everything to that club. And I think
you'll find that's fish and chip paper. That's yesterday's news.
They just don't. I don't think Liverpool fans are going to feel the way I feel. Or
I know,
maybe you feel, Ali and Ray.
I'm with you. I would love the Liverpool fans to show them the appreciation.
It doesn't happen.
No. I know. But I don't know what world I'm living in.
It doesn't happen, I'm afraid.
Why does it not happen?
I don't know.
Football fans are too like...
People don't like you walking out in the club, and I know he's not gone to a local rival, is he? I know he's gone to a different country, different, mentality to live in a different country and what he probably wanted. I'm sure Jude Bellingham would have had a say in that.
Yeah.
Say, come on, Trent, it's
100%,
great here and whatever.
100%. But surely it's one of those clubs.
If he's going to Manchester United,
that's my point. That's my point.
Yeah,
surely it's one of those clubs where the Liverpool fans can say, well, I mean, Real Madrid,
it's hard to turn down at times. Isn't it? I mean, in his career, it's changing, mental, as I said before. Different way of living, probably out there. He wants to try it at his age, but... Yeah, it's an awkward one.
But you're still going to get it.
He might not even start. He might Real Madrid this season. I think he's only played 5 games.
Yeah.
Whether he's come on as a sub or started hasn't necessarily gone well. He's been injured, but also when Dani Carvajal, who is the favoured right back, when he's been injured, they've been dropping Fede Valverde, who's a midfielder, into right back. So at the moment, it feels like Trent is third choice right back.
I think Arnie Slot spoke very well.
He did.
Yeah, and it was
just
nice.
To say, look, I remember him for what he did for the club, and what I saw of I know he can't do nothing about the crowd, the fans, but I'm going to welcome him back.
100%.
So he spoke well, I thought.
They're going all right, Real Madrid as well. Was it 4-0 at the weekend? Bellingham scored the last couple of games, Barcelona, Valencia. They're looking all right.
Yeah, and I hope Trent Alexander-Arnold gets a nice reception. Yeah, we do.
However, we'll be having this conversation tomorrow morning. What about that reception Trent Alexander got last night?
Yeah,
that's a sentence.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think we all know what's coming. On the back page of the Times, I did quite like this though. Instead of going down the route of Trent will cop it and it being about the atmosphere, it was about returning Trent's Jota tribute, which was lovely. He put, "My mate Diogo, you were so missed but still so loved. Yours and Andre's memory will always live on. I smile every time I think about you and will always remember the great times we shared. Miss you, mate, every day," which was lovely. And obviously Trent, the first time he's returning to Anfield, so that was lovely that he got to pay his respects to Diogo Jota. But I wonder how Trent's feeling, because I think it's going to be quite an emotional night for him. And he's still a young kid, really. He's not. What is he? 25, 26? Like, don't think he's old.
It's got to be emotional for him.
It's going to be an emotional night regardless.
How long was he there? He was there since he was 9, 10 years of age, whatever it was.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's going to be emotional. And that's why, in many ways, you just hope
that.
But you fear the worst.
Yeah,
will he start?
No,
no. I don't think he will he?
No.
Could that be worse, sitting on that bench?
Warming up.
You've
either been a pitch when you're warming up.
Aye.
Ray, this obviously isn't, the same thing, because obviously when Sol Campbell moved to Arsenal, he's gone from, their biggest rivals, right?
Free transfer.
On a free transfer. But I think that's what also Liverpool fans were annoyed at with Trent, that he went on a free transfer, and the fact that he was learning Spanish. We all remember that interview where that was definitely a months and months learning it. But
to be fair to Sol, he said, I wanted to stay in London.
Yeah.
And he said if Chelsea were the best team in London, he would have gone Chelsea. Nothing to do with the rivalry between both Arsenal and Tottenham or whatever. But he said Arsenal were the best team at that time, and they come in for me, and I want to stay in London. I want to try and win trophies.
Yeah, I get it.
And when you look back at his career, you can't argue. He did win trophies.
When you played with him against Spurs for the first time, what was it like? What was the atmosphere?
Like Beirut.
We're going to be discussing that next. Don't spoil it.
Don't spoil it. Sorry, I nearly spoiled that.
I've just got to read one out before we go to break. You ready for this one? Hold on. Alexander's been on. I missed the Rangers-Celtic discussion yesterday. Well, I don't think Chermiti is the answer for Rangers. Surely the lad only one chance during the game, and the blame must lie with the service to him. I remember rightly, Ally used to miss 4 sitters in every 5. Difference is, Ally always a decent service to him. Alexander, what time is it? Imagine starting the bevy at 6:28. You got off that bevy, Alexander. Thanks, Olivia. That was a look at today's back page with Tesco Mobile for Business. Coming up, Ray and I are going to bring you our combined 11s of Arsenal's current side and the Invincibles.
Very difficult.
Wait for it. Nearly impossible, but we'll have a wee go.
The Back Page Review on talkSPORT with Tesco Mobile for Business. Got a side hustle selling clothes? Save in style with business phone bills for up to 40% less than the big 3 networks. For verification, see tescomobile.com/business.
Cricket balls are red, baseballs are white, American footballs are brown, and tennis balls are yellow. We don't even think about it really, but the story behind the tennis ball is actually quite interesting and even involves Sir David Attenborough. I know, here's the tale. Tennis has its roots in 12th century France when people used to make balls from all sorts. Cork, wool, chalk, animal fur and even human hair. Uniformity was found centuries later when people started making balls out of something called vulcanized rubber, invented in the US. But the balls kept on breaking, so a British lawyer, who also loved tennis, suggested they put a flannel covering on the outside, and thus the tennis ball as we know it was born. One problem, it was either white or black. And when the controller of BBC Two, Sir David Attenborough, decided Wimbledon would be shown in colour on the BBC in 1967, no one could actually see the balls on telly. So the International Tennis Federation went away and created a new colour called Optic Yellow, which would show up without the need for a 4K LED display. Not that anyone had that in the 1960s, of course. Since then, all tennis balls have been covered in that material and have their trademark colour for that exact reason. Amateur tennis players and dogs worldwide are forever grateful. You could say the ITF aced it.
Okay, this is talkSPORT Breakfast with Ally McCoist Ray Parlour, and our good friends Arnold Clark gets £750 off any used electric car or home charger. What a start of the season it's been for Arsenal. But before we move on, I'd like to take this opportunity in thanking my good friend Ali Hillis, the Doc's boy, to give me some relative information I can use here. Richard Gough testimonial, 3rd of August 1996, 3-0 Rangers. Goal scorers, McCoist 15 minutes, Van Vossen 60, Alberts 85.
Alberts, right.
Arsenal team,
left back,
Lukic, Dixon, Winterburn, Keown, Bold, Linnigan, Platt, Wright, Merson, Hartson, Parlour.
Was I playing?
You're playing, mate.
Was I?
You must have had a good game if you remember.
I must have been taken off.
You must have played.
I must have been subbed. But I tell you what, it was really weird because when you had a testimonial, especially all the Arsenal boys, they always looked at Selkirk of Rangers.
Ah, it's great. Well, we come down.
Yeah.
He just sent us a message. We come down months later to play Nigel Winterburn.
Yeah, Nigel Winterburn, yeah. But because you knew you was going to get 10,000, 12,000 away fans coming down just to see the game.
Aye. I remember Nigel's testimonial probably more than I remember Big Goffey's, because it ended up 3 each and it was a brilliant game.
Yeah.
A great game.
Yeah, always looked at a Scottish team.
Fans of travel.
Only Celtic.
Celtic Rangers, fans of travel.
Had a massive fan base in London.
Absolutely, mate. Okay, what a start it's been, as I said earlier there, Ray, for the Arsenal. In all competitions, 15 games, 13 wins, 1 draw and 1 defeat. They've kept, listen to this, 12 clean sheets in that time, and have won their last 7 games in a row. I mean, I think that's unbelievable. It really is. What a start. Only game they've lost was obviously to that wonderful
Liverpool, wonderful free kick,
the 35-yard free kick, and that was in the 83rd minute. So tell me, first questions, how impressed have you been, mate?
Oh, I've been really impressed. I think the recruitment has been the one for me. Madueke's come in from Chelsea and he's looked good. I know he's been injured the last few weeks, but he looks another option.
He's hit the ground running.
Yeah, absolutely.
He has hit the ground running.
Another one who's hit the ground running, Zubermendi in midfield. Yes. Very, very efficient player. Done really well. It's just I know Gyökeres is getting his goals and he's working his socks off. So I think the recruitment has been spot on during the summer. But the squad now in the depth, I've never seen a bigger squad.
Well, that was going to...
Odegaard's out in a moment, but you don't...
Yeah, but I've got a few out. Havertz still out.
Eze was a big sign.
Jesus, you know, there's a few out. You know, you've mentioned 4 or 5 out there, but here's my question for you. With the recruitment that he's made, I went and had a sit down with Mikel Arteta about a month ago. Up at the training ground. What a training ground that is.
Yeah. Well, Ali, to be fair, that's getting a little bit old now. Believe it or not, when you look at the current ones,
honestly,
they're getting built. Yeah, I mean, Tottenham is unbelievable now. Their training ground, and Arsenal. That was, I think it was 98. That was the main bit. But obviously they've added on certain bits of it as well. But it's still a very impressive place. The pitches though, I've never seen pitches like them. They're all like the Emirates. Exactly the same. I think there's 3 exactly the same size as the Emirates.
Do you think, getting off track a wee bit, do you think that's one of the biggest changes in the game? I actually think it's one of the biggest changes in the game. See some of the pitches that we used to play on.
Absolutely.
And now they're bowling greens.
Well, you can't, when you should do a bad pass sometimes, you always look to the pitch.
Oh,
you can't do that no more. There's no bobbles on that no more. But I think that's the most important part of being a footballer is the training ground.
Yeah.
Because that's where you learn all what you're going to do the weekend. I know, of course, you've got to turn up the weekend, and that's when you get paid, is when you walk out in front of 40, 50,000, wherever it's going to be, and that's when you've got to really perform. But you're learning all during that week, and that's why Arsene Wenger was very good, because what he did, he trained you so well during the week, and then on the match day, he left you alone. Right, I put all the information into you, and now it's down to you.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to be a top player or player, then you're going to have to do and listen to what I've said all week, and then you do your job. And then he does his job, and because we're a better team than the other team, we should win the game then. Simple as that.
See, looking at that Arsenal squad, right, I think, well, we're discussing about the team. I don't know if I'm wrong here. I think it might be the strongest Arsenal squad I've ever seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
In terms
stronger than our squad.
Well, yeah.
Definitely.
That was going to be my question.
There's a lot more players. There's a lot more to call on, but
it's as if they've got 2 for every position.
You've got youngsters coming through as well, like Wanyeri, who can come on and change a game. He's only 18. You've got Dowman, who's only 15 and a half. He could play a part this season at times. So in the depth they've got is up. Well, defence wise, you've got 2 for every position at the moment. You got Mascara's come in.
He's looked the part, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Remember he came on at the first game at Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool. When Saliba went off.
He's never looked back.
I think Rice has been brilliant as well. I think Rice is such an important player because he drives people on. He's box to box, and that's why Zubimendi's been very important because he's give that licence now to get box to box.
And isn't that amazing?
And his running power is top class.
He's been brilliant in the last 18 months. I mean, a lot of people probably just thought Declan would have sat in front of the back 4, right? He's completely added thing to his game, notwithstanding the quality of set plays he takes.
I don't like that, Ali. I don't like the holding midfielders and all that. I mean, midfield is common sense. So if I'm playing a little bit deeper than the others, I see a bit of a space and I can walk and affect their team. I run into that space
and let somebody else sit for you.
Exactly. It's about someone just reading you to say, right, okay, I'll sit in there. It's not rocket science, but people complicate it sometimes. But the best midfielder I ever see was Brian Robson.
Oh, right.
Brian Robson, box to
box. Box to box.
Could do everything. Score goals, tackle,
captain,
pass.
What a captain!
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So that's the sort of mould you've got to build yourself in as a midfielder.
100%. The Gunners haven't won the Premier League since the Invincibles season back in 2004, which is remarkable. But the loudest Arsenal fan in the airways, Piers Morgan, had this to say on breakfast last month.
I've seen enough. Arsenal will win the Premier League. Liverpool are overrated. They've been very lucky so far this season. And by the way, look at the team. Look at the games we've had to play so far in the Premier League. Right, Arsenal have had by far the toughest start to the league, and look where we are, sniffing just off the top. You watch the next 3 months. Arsenal, I suspect, will now go on an absolute tear. Big games out the way. We are going to win the league. I wouldn't be surprised if we win it by mid-March.
I hope Piers is right.
There's a surprise, right? The Invincibles, just doing some stats for you, went 49 matches unbeaten. This is incredible. And 20 players received winners' medals playing 10 games or more. Racked up 90 points from 38 games. Went unbeaten from May 23 to October 25. Liverpool, closest any team's ever gone unbeaten, for 27 matches. Henry, 30 goals that season. Scored 73 goals.
Brilliant.
Right, Arsenal this season scored 18. Here's the thing. Conceded 3.
Yeah.
7 league clean sheets so far this season. Invincibles kept 15, to be fair to them. Now, I'm looking at. I've got the fortunate situation. I've got both squads in front of me.
It's difficult.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. Right. I mean, we'll start with the goalkeeper, right?
Oh,
we've got here Lehmann or Raya.
See.
Oh mate. I mean,
it's a different.
Of course,
I think Lehmann was unbelievable because when David Seaman left, we was all worried to say, look,
you better believe you.
We've just lost one of our top goalkeepers.
What a pair of
for many years. And we know how big the pressure is on any goalkeeper coming into a club like Arsenal. And he come in and he was unbelievable. He's a bit mad at times.
Yeah.
Typical German.
Goalkeeper.
Proper. But he kept us in games at times, you know, and he's such an important person for that Invincible season. So, for that one season, I've got to go Lehmann at the moment.
Lehmann, okay.
I think Raya has been absolutely brilliant as well.
Right, I'll stick Raya in just to...
Go, you go Raya.
Back 4, this is...
Oh, no, this is tough now.
I mean...
See, Lauren was so underrated. He was such a strong... You know,
I'd probably have Lauren in at this moment in time.
I love Timber.
Before Timber. I love Timber.
Timber's done so well.
Yeah, but listen, he had that injury, right? And he's now, I think, hitting the form we know. But I just think at this moment in time...
I think it's a 50-50 for either coin, that one. I mean, I think Timber, how he started his career, I really like him. The way he interacts with Saka is so good. Because when Saka cuts inside, he's on the edge of the box sometimes.
I know.
And he's like attacking, sort of.
Left back's not for debate, is it?
No, Ashley Cole.
Not for debate.
No, Ashley Cole, definitely. Right. I mean, look, I love Lewis Skelly and Calafori's been brilliant as well. But Cole...
It's not up for debate.
No, that comes straight in. Two centre-halves are really difficult. Now, I think Gabriel's such an important player. He's gets plenty of goals as well from set plays. The big one for me is Campbell or Saliba. Now, Arsenal fans will be going,
Gabriel's in.
Yeah, I think Gabriel, I'll put him in.
Right.
Definitely. I think he's
Campbell or Saliba. Wow.
And they're both, Saliba's more of a Rolls Royce of a player, I would say. But Sol was such a great blocker and defender. When I want a good defender, the first thing you do is defend. And Sol was the best at that.
Well, there's my question for you. You talk about partnerships. Would Saliba suit Gabriel better than Sol?
Well, that's where you're going.
And would Sol probably suit Gabriel, Saliba better than...
Yeah, I mean, it's a really difficult one, that one.
Isn't it?
It's a really difficult one. If I had to pick one... do you know what?
Man's in agony. Man's in agony here.
Because they've been such a good partnership, I'll go Gabriel Saliba.
Yeah, just the partnership.
It's only because of the partnership. I think they're probably one of the best in the world.
We're going to finish this about 10 o'clock because we've got to go to a break. Midfield coming next. Stay with us. This has got them going, Ray. This has got them going out there, I can tell you. It is 6:49 and it's Tuesday the 4th of November. talkSPORT Breakfast, Ally and Ray with you this morning. Now the competition, it's our biggest competition yet. And time, guys, is running out. Lines close at 4 p.m. this Thursday for your chance to play to win up to 100, that's correct, £100,000 completely tax-free. If you're the lucky winner, get the call this Thursday. You'll be heading to talkSPORT Towers on Thursday, the 13th of November, to play for that life-changing cash prize. And now, best of luck to everybody. Here's how to enter.
18 plus, UK excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win, text the word cash to 83338 and you're in the draw. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. You must have the bill payer's permission, or you can enter for free by calling 0330 880 3338. All entries must be received by the 6th of November at 4 p.m. This is a TalkSPORT limited promotion run on TalkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. Full terms and conditions at talksport.com.
Oh, right, here we go. I mean, as I say, best of luck. We've already had Laurie on.
I don't like
Laurie's going on. He says he's turning to another station. Gilberto Silva's not on the team, right? Laurie, I've got bad news for you.
I don't think
it's very much looking like Radio 4.
I'll put him on the bench.
It's Big Brazil. It's Big Brazil with says Radio 4. Right, here we go. Middle of the park. Right. Oh, man alive.
Well, I think one player has to get in it is Patrick
all day.
Vieira.
All day.
Captain.
All day.
When Tony Adams left in 2002, you think he was going to be skipper, who's going to take the club forward. As much as Tony was such an important player, and Patrick done a great job. So,
what were his main qualities, Ray?
Will to win.
Yeah.
But he'd always have balls in tight areas. You know, you ask the back four, they'll always give it to him.
Yeah.
And he'd get out of situations with his big, gangly legs. And he used to love sucking people in and chipping over their head and running around them.
And
he loved that. If you could read him, he'd done it at least once or twice in a game.
Yeah.
But he was just, he had that physical power in that midfield. And, you want him alongside you more than against you, sort of thing. So Patrick has to be in it. Now, alongside him, who's, for me, been one of the best signings in the last few years. And I remember asking Mark Noble about him, so you know it's going to be.
Yeah, of course.
I said, is he going to go Arsenal? Well, I don't think they can afford him, which they put the money up in the end. They got him, which was a massive signing.
What about a business?
And just for the dressing room area as well, he's been absolutely brilliant in his dressing room. Unbelievable.
He just looks a great boy, doesn't he?
Yeah. He puts his arm around people. Where he has a little pop of people when he has to, which you need. So Declan Rice is for me. Rice and Vieira.
Seriously.
It's a very tall team, by the way. It's a big team. Is it my two in midfield?
Might be quite good at set plays. This team.
Yeah, not bad.
But think about that. Seriously.
On the wide areas.
Rice and Vieira is unbelievable. I mentioned Declan earlier on. I think he's been a fabulous signing. But getting forward, getting goals. I mean, headed goals for 12 yards, 10 yards at the weekend, getting himself forward. Yeah.
But Gilberto Silva was a
great player.
I must
give
him credit as well. That season was excellent. We called him an invisible wall, because he always was in the right place at the right time. And what he done so well, and he was when the ball was wide, he would just slot back into the defence. So you had three. So when the ball went in against two strikers, you knew you had three players in there.
No.
And then he'd move back into midfield again. He did such a great job for the team.
Yeah,
which wasn't we saw it as players. I'm sure the fans did as well, but he was a really underrated player. Very, very strong, good on the ball, efficient, and but I've got to go Rice and Vieira.
Oh, I don't absolutely. I'm totally with you. Totally with you. Not up for debate. Wide areas. This could be interesting.
Right hand side. Freddie was again. He scored some vital goals at times in brilliant games, big games as well, which I always look at the importance of the game sometimes.
Yeah, 100%.
And when they score them, is it the opening goal? I can score a brilliant goal when it's 4-0. When you're 4-0
I'm with you, mate. I'm with you.
It's the importance of the goal sometimes. And Freddie scores some really, really important goals. But I've got to go probably Saka. Got to go Saka,
Freddie
on his day.
Freddie was different class, but
Freddie was good. But Saka's got to be there on that right-hand side for me. He's played 200 Premier League games already at a young age.
Remarkable.
Unbelievable. So if he can keep improving like he has, he's going to be one of the all-time greats for Arsenal. There's no doubt about that. If he stays there, hopefully he can stay there.
Other side
on the left, I think there's no debate here for me. Perez
has to be.
Perez
has to be, mate. Now they've got options
again. There's 10 goals there.
Yeah,
10, 12 goals from Robert every single season. His link-up play was unbelievable. His assists were great. I'm not knocking Martinelli or whoever plays on that side.
Trossard, whatever it may be. No,
they do some great jobs. But I don't think you can go in front of Perez. Perez was certainly my team there on that left-hand side. Great player, good lad as well. But look, he won a tackler, but that wasn't his job. We said we're tackle for you as long as you set a couple up and
other boys in the
goals.
team that could do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Front two, it's not for debate.
Well,
I mean, the front two. Before this,
I love Eze. He started his career at Arsenal very good. Odegaard is a fantastic player as well. But you probably 1 and 2 in the history of Arsenal Football Club, the best ever players.
Yeah.
So it's got to be Dennis Bergkamp, who would play like a number 10.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be an out-and-out striker, but he would be very clever how he plays.
He could play anywhere, that fella.
Plays anywhere.
What's a player?
And Thierry has got to be in it. And if Arsenal had him in the team, I'm not knocking Gyökeres. He's going to be. I think he's done so well.
So do I.
So he's done really well. He's worked great. But if you had Thierry in the team now, you win the league easy.
Ray, those two have to start. Because you're talking about two of the best players to grace the country in the last 40, 50 years.
Yeah, and I was very lucky to play alongside him, and you could see the qualities. You could see training.
I love telling the story, Ray. You might have played in the game, you probably did, against Madrid in the Bernabeu, right?
Yeah.
And I was down pitch side just before, we were down to get ourselves set up and stuff like that, but just before the end of the game. And I remember Thierry knocking it by Roberto Carlos.
Was it 1-0, was it?
Choice. And he went by him. Right?
Wasn't it?
He went by him, and it was. I was mesmerised at watching this. It was like. It was
glided. Once he got
it was like a thoroughbred horse.
Yeah, it was it. Athlete.
It was magnificent to watch.
He had everything.
And I was thinking, I'm saying to myself, imagine having that pace.
The Tottenham goal for me always stands out.
Incredible
At
goal.
Highbury, when he picked it up in his own half, he
mate.
won the whole length of the pitch and he put it on his left foot.
And he just starts outside the post.
And that's his obviously statue outside when he run back the other end and sit on his knees.
Mate.
But an amazing talent. And I sat next to him for 5 years. And he was so quiet when he first turned. And do you know what, Ali? He couldn't hit a barn door the first 7 games.
Isn't that amazing?
Couldn't score. And we was all going, oh no, we just lost Nicholas Anelka.
Yeah.
He was
terrific as well.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Player, I promise you. So, but
quick.
He was the quickest I've seen. Over 5 yards.
Was he?
Thierry was more of a 200-metre runner.
Yeah.
He got in his stride and it was off, bang. He got going. But him and Ashley Cole were probably the quickest, over 5 yards. Anelka and Ashley Cole. Ashley was quick as well. Quick team. But his team is massive. Rice, 6'3". Vieira, 6'4". Perez, 6'2". Henry, 6'2". Dennis, 6'1". Obviously, Saka's only tall. Gabriel Saliba, Ashley's little, and Timber. Well, you can argue
that's
Timber.
Some team, mate.
So, yeah, that is a team and a half.
We're not going to argue with that. Brilliant. Really enjoyed that, mate. And it's still...
But we want to do Rangers now.
Oh, we'll do Rangers. Well, Gascoigne allowed
it.
Still to come in breakfast.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Download the new improved app to easily manage your accounts and quotes.
Okay, with Trent returning to Anfield for the first time since moving to Madrid in the summer, I've got one question for Liverpool fans. Have you all calmed down a bit? I've got a feeling I know the answer to that. Are you all really going to boo a player who came through your academy and won every trophy available? Surely not, guys. 03717 223344 is the number to tell us if you are. We'll be speaking to one of his former coaches next. That was our look ahead with Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Get free next day track delivery. Head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app.
Tyson Fury, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez. Just hearing these names makes you think money and the hundreds of millions of dollars, pounds or Saudi riyals in boxing. But that's at the top. At the bottom, it isn't quite the same. Even for those on the rise, there's not an awful lot of cash in the boxing world. And if you're just starting out, well, it can be a very costly exercise indeed. But don't take my word for it. Here's the former European champion, talkSPORT's Spencer Oliver.
You're turning professional and you're boxing, let's say, York Hall on a non-televised fight. You have to sell tickets to earn any money, but you have to cover the wages of your opponent as well. So if you don't have the ability to be able to sell enough tickets, you effectively have to pay to fight.
A far cry then from Jake Paul facing Mike Tyson in 2024, when the purse was reported to be around £48 million. But the vast amounts of cash lining the top dog's pockets isn't the norm in a typical fight.
Let's say you're lucky and you get between 5 and 10 grand. You're going to get 10 grand max for that. 10% goes to the trainer, 25% goes to the manager. Then we've got the tax man to pay as well. So we're cutting that money in at least half. So now you've got 5 grand for a 10-week camp. So you're talking about a guy here earning, he might be clearing 500 quid a week. How do you support a family on that? So boxers chase the dream. And, you know, there's probably 2% of them that actually make it.
So say you do make it and you start to rise up the ranks. Strikers Boxing, a training academy, says the mid-tier fighters can earn more, somewhere between £10,000 and £50,000 a fight, depending on record, profile, opponent and popularity of weight class. It's only at the top level does the real cash start flowing in, with the top-tier professionals, i.e. those going for titles, earning 6 figures a fight. Something else you'll have heard of is the terms prize fighter or journeyman. A prize fighter is, as it sounds, someone who picks up fights where they can and gets a nice big check if they win. Journeymen are the fighters who take on up-and-comers, effectively used for experience in the ring. Even if they're going up against a real prospect, a young Anthony Joshua, for example, these guys will be lucky to earn more than 10 grand. So the average boxer isn't as rich as you'd think.
I just wrote that down there. Did Nick in his news bulletin say the boy Trusty appeared to kick Jack Butler in the head? There was no appeared about it, Nick. He kicked Jack Butler in the head, right, which seemingly warrants a yellow card nowadays.
Oh.
Honestly, God, Ray, you've got no idea. It's one of the worst refereeing decisions I've seen in years, by the way. Backed up by whoever's sitting in the VAR studio. Correct, keep it coming. Diabolical decision. Absolutely, and it spoiled what was a very, very good game. Ish. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Ally and Ray. And Arnold Clark get the UK's best used car deals guaranteed. Now, Trent Alexander-Arnold might be preparing himself for a hostile return to Anfield as Real Madrid roll into town, but there'll be no animosity at all tonight, and nor should there be from manager Arne Slot.
I can only tell you what kind of reception he gets from me. I have great memories on the player and on the human being. He was our vice captain. He was my vice captain last season. I have memories working with him. were only positive. And I have memories when I was watching him in front of the television, which are only positive as well. I can remember multiple great moments of him wearing the Liverpool shirt. So he will get a warm welcome by me. And let's first wait and see if he's on the pitch tomorrow and how our fans will react. I have no clue how that's going to be. But he gets a warm welcome from me, that's for sure.
There you are, brilliant, and so he should.
Yeah.
Arne Slot, once again, getting it absolutely spot on. Said he'll remember him as a player and a human being, which he was. Fantastic service for Liverpool, no doubt about it. So Slot has promised a warm welcome on the touchline, but it definitely won't be that in the stands, according to one or two Liverpool fans. Have a listen to this.
Sick of all these people telling us how to feel, Liverpool fans. Let's get one thing straight. You go on about Real Madrid. Winning a Prem with Liverpool is 100 times better than winning 10 Champions League with Madrid. We made them a millionaire. We've given them a lifestyle, the fans, everything. Where's the loyalty from Trent?
I think he might be booing.
Yeah, I reckon. If I was guessing, you'd probably be right, Alex.
I think that man, I think that fella is at this moment in time practising his booing. I think he's been up, getting a messy set alarm, getting up at 7 o'clock a day to practice my booing.
If Trent's on the old bench though, warm up Trent. I don't have to.
No, I mean, that's the worst thing in the world. That is the worst thing in the world. See, Trent, I'm going to tell you now, Trent either wants to start.
Yeah, you'd rather start.
Or he wants to pull his calf muscle getting off the bus. imagine sitting in the dugout getting it to warm up.
It's a nightmare. Man. Everyone's been there. I mean, you get booed and a bit of stick. I'm sure there's loads of players who've going to go through what Trent's been through, but you've got to be strong. You know, it's the end of the day. You've got to get on with it. You're playing for Real Madrid now. You've got to do the best for them, haven't you?
Of course, you have.
He was a legend, and circumstances for leaving. It's not ideal for Liverpool because you want to keep your best players, but he's made that big decision. He hasn't gone to. You can argue rivals in Champions League because they'll be competing.
Yeah, but he's not going to an Arsenal or City or something. You know what I mean?
So it's a little bit different for me.
Yeah, well, I think so, mate. And I don't care what anybody says. If he
stayed in the Premier League, he would have stayed at Liverpool, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I've no doubt about it.
He wouldn't have gone nowhere else.
I think the only reason he's left is because it's Real Madrid. That's what I think. We'll get a bit more on this in the crossover to Trent's former coach and current Accrington Stanley boss, John Julian. John, good morning. How are you, mate?
Good morning, John.
Morning, Ali. Morning, Ray. I'm good, mate. Thanks.
Smashing. Thanks for taking the time to join us this morning, mate. Well, here's the question, right? We heard Arne Slot there, and 100% correct in my opinion. He will absolutely welcome Trent back with open arms, and so he should, John.
Yeah, I think so myself. I think he'll get a good reception, to be honest, from the majority of Liverpool fans. You know, he's won everything there. He's won every trophy you can name. He's an absolute legend there. He's done his time, and he wanted to move on, and I think that happens with players. Players go up and leave clubs, whether it's right or wrong in people's eyes, but he's done it. He's made the choice, and he's gone to, as you said before, he's gone to Real Madrid. I mean, it's a massive club, and it wins trophies. You know, year after year. So, you know, good luck to the lad, and he deserves everything, Trent. He's a top player and a top lad.
John, growing up, you coached him as a 9 or 10-year-old, was it?
Yeah.
What sort of, you know, where did he play? He must have been a centre forward.
He was a centre forward.
Yeah, most of the best kids are always centre forwards at 9 or 10.
I mean, as I said, it was younger when I coached him, and then I went back years later to watch him. I think it was 17, 18, and I was taking the game in because I was doing a little bit of scouting, you know, trying to get players myself, and you know, trying to get older them for the future type of thing. And then when I looked at him, he was playing centre back for the under 18s, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So and his range of passing then was frightening. But as you say, going back to when he was 9, mate, he used to just waltz past people and put them in the top corner, bottom corner, both feet. He was absolutely class then. You could see that, you know, he had the potential then to be a good player.
John, tell me, mate. He clearly, I mean, you know, I wouldn't claim to know him, but he seems a good lad and very, very popular. How will he handle coming back? And if there is a kind of disappointing reception from his point of view, he gets booed. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. That'll disappoint him and hurt him probably.
It will. We're all human, Ali. I think anyone who's having a go at anyone, you know, you're going to feel, you're going to be emotional. But I think it's going to be an ocean night for him coming back because, you know, it's Liverpool, it's the club that he still loves, the club that he's played for. As I said, he's won all them trophies with. So, you know, he's going to get, you're going to get that anyway. You're going to get one or two, and it's whether they have an influence on the fella next to them, or the person, or the woman, or whatever, or the kid, or the child, whatever. But I just think that he should get a good reception, to be honest, personally, because he's given everything for the club. He's moved on, and people go, it's the way he's moved on. At the end of the day, I think it was a £10 million they got for him or something, I'm not too sure. Display's left the club and gone for nothing. So, as you touched on before, he hasn't gone to a rival, he hasn't gone to Manchester United, has he? So he's going to play for one of the best clubs in the world.
I think, John, everybody at the club will, like Arnie Slot said, welcome him back. Yeah. I'm talking about people behind the scenes. There's so many people don't realise behind the scenes. There's so many people do some fantastic jobs, which you don't notice, but they do a very important job. And I'm sure they'll all invite him back because I'm sure he's a very popular lad for the dressing room area.
Yeah, definitely right. And I think what you'll find is you'll probably know everyone behind the scenes as well. You'll probably know all the people in the offices and everything. Like yourself, and Ali. We know them all. I mean, we've got them at our place, at Atherton now. The fellas who contribute off the pitch, the stadium manager, the people who look after things. Like we've got John Oster, who looks after things now. We've got Simon who stepped in. We've got George, the kit man. We've got everyone there, so we know everyone personally off the pitch. And as I said, there's two lots of staff. There's got the training ground staff, and you've got the stadium staff as well. So the type of lad he is, I know that he'll know them personally. If we go round him, he'll be trying to catch up with as many people as possible. And for me, the kid deserves, to welcome back in open arms. I'm sure he will. Arnie's touched on it there and saying he'll get a good welcome off himself and the players and his teammates.
Yeah, I think you're right, mate. We're certainly in agreement. What about yourself, John? How's things going?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. We had a good challenge on Sunday live on TNT with Gaines Maternity. Russ Wilcox set his team up really well. It was a slippery one for us in terms of the Northern Premier League or whatever league they're in. And they pushed us all away, to be honest. I mean, the cameras were there for a reason, for us to slip up. And we got the job done and got through to the next round of the Cup.
That's what we do, John. We send cameras places. We just think. I tell you where I was, mate. What a game I was at on the Friday night. I was at Luton Forest Green Rovers. I don't know if you managed to catch any of it, John. It was a brilliant game of football. Luton went 3-0 up, and I thought that was it. Party's over. All of a sudden, Robbie Savage made a couple of changes, 3 each, and then Luton get the winner. What a game of football it was, mate.
Oh, no, I did catch a little bit of it. See Robbie jumping about, I think, when he got the equaliser, and it's just they couldn't push them all away. So, they ended up getting away with it, I think, but fair play to them. He's done a great job since he's gone in there, Robbie.
It's good stuff, mate. Well, listen, thanks very much for taking the time to join us, John. All the best to you.
Good luck, John.
The rest of the season, mate.
Thanks,
Thank
Sam.
you.
Thanks, Ray.
Thanks, mate.
See you.
So, Liverpool fans, you're really going to boo a player who can through your academy win every trophy available. Give us a call, 03717 223344. That is the number to tell us if you are. Up next, we hear from Mary Earps with this Hannah Hampton saga rumbling on. Not easy to say that.
I have said throughout, how much respect I have for Serena and how I think Hannah's such a great goalkeeper.
Right, let's talk for breakfast. What time is it? 7:19 and it's Tuesday, November the 5th. Ally and Ray with you this morning. 03717 223344. Right, Liverpool fans, wanted to hear from you whether you're going to boo and what reception you're going to give Trent Alexander-Arnold this evening. Barry's a Liverpool fan and wants to have his say, and he's entitled to it. Barry, very good morning to you.
Morning, Barry.
Good morning, Ali. Good morning, Ray. Love watching the pair of yous over the years. Great pair. Lads, can I just say, right, I've been a season ticket holder since 1978 at Liverpool.
Yep.
Love Trent. Love the bones of him. Never booed him last year when he's got that red shirt on. You can stick David Moyes in a Liverpool kit. That's his shield. He doesn't get booed when he's on that pitch. But you know, tonight when he comes back, I don't care. I'm practicing the booing like you were saying. That fella, that lad knew all season what he was doing. Do you know what it's like, Ali? Everyone goes, oh, he was at the club for 20 years. So you've been with your missus for 20 years and you knew she was texting some Spanish fella and then she's gonna get off with it. Nah.
Cheap to keep them. That's a different scenario, that one.
Honestly, he let us down. Even to the fact my 6-year-old grandson, he sits in the seat next to me in the Cup. And last season he goes to me at the start of the season, I want Trent on my shirt. No, he knew that he was going, and he never said nothing. My little grandson's got Trent on the back of his shirt. He binned it. He went, I won't wear that again.
Binned it. Barry, there's a few of the boys in here would drive their missus to Spain.
Barry. So
brilliant, mate.
Come on, Barry. Give us what's your best boo then? You've been practicing.
Oh, wait.
Brilliant, mate. Thanks for the call, Barry. Put a smile on their face this morning, mate. Absolutely happy.
Oh, no.
Great,
It's great, isn't it?
Oh, I love you.
Football's such a brilliant sport.
It's magic.
It's different people, different personalities. Oh, it's great.
I feel like I'm going to bring the vibe down now. We've gone from that to, I mean, a lot of people have been booing Mary Earps' book, which is what we're going to talk about next. Now, I don't know how much you guys know about it. Obviously, it's been massive in the papers over the last couple of days. Now, the basis of this book and a lot of the fallout has come... It was to do with her relationship with Hannah Hampton, who has obviously replaced Mary Earps as England's number one. Earps in the book says she told England manager Sarina Wiegman she was rewarding bad behaviour when Hampton was recalled to the squad, having previously been dropped for being disruptive and unreliable. She said it was a choice that went against my core values. The affinity I had for Sarina and this job was being destroyed, the trust and respect evaporating. Let's just hear a little bit from Mary Earps. She was talking on talkSPORT's Women Football Show podcast with Leanne Sanderson. This is what she had to say.
I'm not everyone's cup of tea. It's cool. I'm not upset that people have opinions on the book. That's totally allowed. I think it's because I just feel like it's got really distorted. I have said throughout how much respect I have for Sarina and how I think Hannah's such a great goalkeeper. This is not what the book is. The book is my life, my experiences, my perspective. Other people can have different perspectives. We have multiple perspectives on the same situation, and that's okay. Because of these reports, it's just come out the polar opposite of what I wanted, and that is so frustrating because it makes you just want to crawl up into a ball.
Oh, she's selling a few more, isn't she?
Yeah. I think it's working.
Which is the most important thing.
I think it's working.
Right, I know. Right, she was saying. Here's my question to you, Olivia. Right, I don't know the answer to it. She's saying things have been taken out of context. Right, is it in the book? Right, if it's in the book, you've got to accept it. Right, you can't backtrack. If she said it and it's in the book, right, because that's the first thing you do, or you understand when you're doing a book.
Someone's ghostwriting it or whatever. You're told her what this is what happened.
Correct. And she's probably had a look at it before it's gone to print.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. She will have, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So if that's in it, it goes to the territory.
Hold your hands up, you.
I feel like, I mean, obviously, you can speak from experience, Ray, having had an autobiography. Ali, you've had a book as well. And when you are involved in writing a book about yourself or having a say, surely you are leaving yourself open to criticism of a backlash because people are going to interpret that in whichever way they want. And it's going to be in completely different ways to how she thinks she's perceiving it herself.
100%.
He's selling more books.
And that's
they want the meaty stuff. They want the, where you're hammering people and all this, the fallouts of different people and what happened there. In my book, it was a bit more. I didn't really fall out with a lot of people, so it was a different sort of book. But you know, we're talking about it now, so obviously she's doing something right.
When she's done the book, right, and it comes to the launch of the book, right, and they're looking for headlines, right? That's what sells the book. So they're not going to go down the line of what does she have for a pre-match meal and that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. They want the nitty-gritty, who do you fall out with, what do you think of them kind of stuff. And that's the way it is. That's just, it goes with the territory there. Now, I don't know, but it sounds a wee bit as if she's trying to backtrack a little bit, which maybe it's come out in a way that she's maybe regretted saying.
She might have regretted. She didn't realise what she was saying at that time.
But
someone would have advised her, surely. I mean, saying, well,
she would have had
you want to go down this road? Yeah, of course I do, because I want to sell books.
Of course you do. Of course you do. She
so
was on with Leanne the other day then, was she?
Yeah, so she was on with Leanne the other day, and she obviously, she got a little bit emotional. She did defend, like we just heard there, she defended herself and, the things she wrote in that book and the way they've been perceived. Now, this was also interesting. I was going to ask you just initially, did you guys get any backlash? I can't imagine you did when your books came out.
No, I don't care.
No. I didn't think you would. Now, Shabana Hearn was actually on the channel yesterday, and she actually spoke about the experience that her sister had playing with Hannah Hampton at both Birmingham and Villa.
Oh. Nobody is trying to take away how good Hannah is as a player. I think it's that kind of disruption that may come along with Hannah Hampton. Now, I've not heard any of this since she joined Chelsea, but before Emma Hayes took her under her wing, there were things often heard about Hannah Hampton and the way she portrayed herself in games, in dressing rooms and in meetings. You're right, my sister is in women's football. She played with Hannah at Birmingham and at Aston Villa, and I asked her just before I came on to have this chat with you. She'd mentioned in the past, Hannah was hard work was her way of saying it. Unbelievable talent, just unbelievable. Nobody like her, but she was a pain in the backside was her way of putting it.
It's no different for any dressing room up and down the country. Yeah. It's a male dressing room, female, it's full of different characters.
Did you have anyone in particular that was maybe someone that was unbelievably talented, but maybe in terms of in the dressing room a little bit disruptive or not really?
Well, you can't get any more disruptive than Gascoigne, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ali,
he's captain of the disruptive team, but he was brilliant. You've just got to live. You've got to live with the different personalities and accept the different personalities.
You've got to learn how to get the best out of them.
As long as it's not affecting the team.
That's my point.
But it wouldn't affect the team.
The team's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have everybody the same, can you?
No, that would be boring.
Yeah, it would be boring.
That's going to be an ongoing story, that.
And also, Hannah Hampton was 21 at the time.
She's young.
She's so young, and it feels like now that she's been, reinstated, obviously back into the England squad. She had that heroic performance at the Euros. She's Chelsea's #1. I just wonder how much the impact of Emma Hayes has had on her. Like Shaban says, Shaban says, it didn't happen before she went. It didn't happen after she went to Chelsea.
Olivia, you're not. I bet you Ray and I made 1 or 2 mistakes when we were 21 years. Up next, we'll be asking. Thank you. We're going to ask you, Big Sam Allardyce, if he fancies getting Wolves out of trouble. Just a reminder, we're taking more calls on whether Liverpool fans should be booing Trent. That was brilliant. That one earlier on there from Barry. 03717223344 is the number to call. Barry, a Liverpool fan. Well, he's been practising.
Tonight when he comes back, I don't care. I'm practising the booing like
Corinthian Casuals are a team in the Combined Counties League Premier Division South. Despite that, they're one of the most important clubs in world football. Here's why. The club was formed in 1939 as the result of a merger between Corinthians FC and Casuals FC. Now, Corinthians FC were founded in the late 1800s when the FA's top brass were absolutely sick of getting pumped by Scotland every time they played them. As a result, Nicholas Lane Jackson set up an amateur side which would bring in the best players who could all play for the national side. And it worked. It wasn't long before England were dominating the international fixtures they played, and it was largely down to Corinthians. In fact, in 1894 and 1895, they played consecutive games where Corinthians provided the entire England 11. But the thing is, the players refused to play professional football. They didn't believe in it. They wanted to spread the values of sportsmanship, competition, and played for the love of the game. It also helped most of the players were Oxbridge graduates who didn't need the money, but instead of entering league and cup competitions, they played exhibition football and toured the world, bringing the beautiful game with them. Think of it like the Harlem Globetrotters of football, and it was this which spread the game throughout the world and made it so popular. Most famously, in 1910, they travelled to Brazil, and the locals in Sao Paulo were so impressed they started their own team under the same name. Yes, the same Corinthians who won the FIFA Club World Cup in 2021, one of the biggest clubs in Brazil.
Okay, 7:33 Tuesday, November the 4th. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Ally and Ray and our friends at Arnold Clark. Get £750 off any used electric car or indeed home charger. Yesterday we were joined by three-time Premier League winner with Chelsea, Joe Cole, and Joe thinks if the Blues are to go on and win the titles in the future, then they need to add some experience to their squad.
They're making mistakes, and they're having these little blips after great games, I've been banging the drum. I said that's what you will get with young players, right? You will get that. We've all been there. We've all made mistakes, and I've always said you can do that financial model, but why will it not hurt putting 2 or 3 senior players? You might have to pay them a little bit more money, who can really drive the dressing room, help the coaching staff, and I think of all of them lessons I learned as a footballer from playing with people like. I'm trying to think like Stuart Pearce at West Ham, Nigel Winterburn at West Ham, Marcel when I went into Chelsea, Seba Veron. These little pearls of wisdom you get on the pitch in action.
He's got a point, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's funny because you've got
to get the right balance.
Yeah. I look at Chelsea, Ray, and obviously they did really well in the summer. They won that World Club Championship. But they look more like a cup team to me at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure they've got the consistency.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You never know what Chelsea look. They went to Tottenham, got a good result.
Beat Liverpool and then they lose at Sunderland.
Yeah, we talking to Olivia, who's a massive Chelsea fan, and she says, "Right, I just can't read what's going to happen."
Yeah.
Where when you go into games, you want to be confident, saying, "I think we get a result today. I think we've got the experience, we've got the players to do it." So yeah, I can see where Joe's coming from. Most teams have got to have experience,
The one thing they have done, I've got to say, Ray, I think they've actually handled the loss of Cole Palmer. They've been in the side quite well.
When he's fit though, Riley, you look at their midfield. I think it's one of the strongest. Casido's been excellent.
He's been excellent.
Fernandes is in there. You got Palmer. They've got some good players.
I was critical of the Caicedo and Fernandes.
He's been great, Caicedo
at the start. But what a difference!
Yeah, he's been different classes. He was a lot of money, but you're talking about similar to Declan Rice, but he's made a real impact at Chelsea.
He has been, but I think Chelsea. I don't know whether you agree or not, mate. I think at this moment in time, I think they're more than capable of beating the Arsenal and Manchester City.
They can affect the title.
Yeah, that's...
It's one of those teams who you don't want to play against them. They could beat you 2 or 3-0 or 2-1, 3-1. But have they got the consistency to win the title at the moment? Probably not.
No.
But look, that's where the manager's got to keep recruiting well, keep the young players, and keep improving them. And Chelsea will probably be back as Manchester United will one day, and all those sort of times. And we want that for the Premier League, competing.
100%.
It'd be fantastic to see, wouldn't it?
100%. Right, what time we go? It's 7:36. It's time to join a great friend of the show. Sam Allardyce is joining us this morning. Sam, a very good morning. How are you, mate?
Morning, Sam.
Good morning, lads from sunny Dubai.
Well, there you are. There you are, Sam. You've more or less answered my next question.
You're not meeting the Wolves chairman.
What in the world would possess you to come back right now to management anywhere on the planet, rather than sit there with your family and enjoy the heat in Dubai? Are you thinking about it? Would you be interested anywhere, mate?
Anywhere? I suppose the amount of times I've said I might retire, I can never say never. The amount of times I've actually bounced back. So I think that possibly Wolves was one of my childhood favourite clubs that I started watching, I suppose. But, who knows? I think I've heard they're looking for a younger coach anyway. So... Not so sure my time will ever come round again, but I sit and wait. You never know. I'm not actively searching, Ali. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
You're a little bit like
if you're in sunny Dubai like me, you often think, why would you bother?
Yeah, I know, but and I take your point, but at the same time, like with a lot of the guys, Sam, there's just a love for the game.
I love Neil Warnock. He's always finds his way somewhere back.
You know what I mean? It's a love for the game. You never lose
the love. The love is there, and never lose the love, Alan. Love is there. You have to talk about the pressure.
Yeah.
You can see a number of managers have lost their job again, and I think that. It's a big pressure job, and I don't know why. Well, probably do know why, but the pressure gets ever greater and greater because of the size of the money, and the size of the money you have to pay for the players, the size of the contracts, the experience and absolute skill that you need to deal with the players today. I feel that's a lot more about the job than it ever has been before.
Yeah.
And I think you upset a player now, and you're held against the consequences of upsetting that player, rather than perhaps sometimes the club backing you and saying, you've got a contract here, get on with it and earn your money and do your job. Where I think sometimes the player almost becomes bigger than the manager and the club sometimes.
With your experience, Sam, though, you definitely back yourself, wouldn't you? To say Wolves, get him out of trouble. Me and Ali would certainly back you, because the experience.
Yeah, Ray, if they're good enough.
Yeah.
I have to weigh up. And obviously, Leeds was just a journey for me. That 4 games it would have been an absolute miracle if I pulled them out. West Brom was probably the most disappointing, because I didn't realise the effect of COVID would have on trying to get the team to play better. As hard as we tried, we didn't. I'm seeing them pictures. We didn't quite manage all the efforts that we put in to get West Brom out of trouble. So, that was bitterly disappointing for me, because I wanted to try and keep the record of never being relegated from the Premier League, but that obviously didn't happen in the end. But experience in these situations, I think, is inevitable. But more importantly, it's reaction of the players to you. And are the players capable or good enough? And I think that most of the time, January is a very significant window for teams at the bottom of the league. Whoever they choose in January will be a key element, not just as the new manager before that, or the key element for the team playing better and getting them out of trouble.
Sam, you mentioned staying in the league. It's been interesting. The last couple of years, I think the 3 promoted sides have gone straight down. It's early days, but it certainly looks different. There's a different feel to it this season. I want to ask you specifically about our old club, Sunderland. By the way, what a start they've had. Reggie Labrie, I've got to say, I was at the Chelsea game last week where they won down in London. They were excellent, Sam. I didn't think they were great first half last night, but second half again, they've made a terrific start, haven't they?
They're just 18 points in 10 games. They won't have to worry about relegation too much. for a long period of time, Ali. Believe you me, that's top 6 finish. Whether it carries on will be another matter, of course. Be very difficult. But let's talk about the signing of the season, shall we? Xhaka.
Yeah.
Been tremendous. Sam, I'm going to ask you, right, I knew he was a good player. We were talking about him earlier on, and I knew he's got metal about him. I knew he's got something about him, because I thought when he fell out with the Arsenal fans, he was dead and buried. He didn't. Yeah. He showed a tremendous amount of courage to come back into that side. So he's obviously got something about him. But I for one, didn't think he would come in and play and just take the mantle that he has taken, and fair play to him.
Looks top drawer, Ali.
Yeah.
I mean, well, he's always looked top drawer, but probably looks more outstanding at Sunderland than he did at Arsenal, perhaps, because there was obviously, without disrespecting the Sunderland players, but better players around him at Arsenal, of course. But he is, from his experience and what he knows, and the position he's being played in by the manager, is just that, and a leader. He looks like that leader, you know what I mean? That one where he can control other players on the pitch. The one the manager loves. Instead of screaming and shouting from the touchline, they know you can leave it to him and he'll sort it out. And his passing game and his composure, for me, is outstanding. And that's why... Did they get him for nothing, by the way?
I don't know.
I think it was a fee for Leverkusen.
Yeah.
But he had a brilliant season the season before at Leverkusen. I know that. It might have been a fee, Sam, but it's incredible. I want to, while I've got you, mate, another one here. I was looking at Everton last night, and it'll be Big Moisey with pulling his hair.
17 million, Alan.
17 million it was. No. So I'm going to ask you a question, Sam. I'm looking at Everton, and you know, they've clearly got some good players. I thought Njai first half was excellent, talented player. But how long have they been missing an out-and-out goal scorer that can get them 15, 20, mate? I mean, it's just an ongoing problem. I know it's a problem a lot of clubs have. Who was the last
one? Lukaku?
Maybe Lukaku.
Lukaku's the last one.
Yeah, it was.
You're right, Ray. He got sold just before I got there. That was in 2017, 18. And they haven't found a front man since. And that's the big problem. It's a big problem for everybody, though, isn't it? I mean, let's look at the Premier League. Look when we played and you played. How many strikers in the top division in the Premier League were there then? And tell me how many strikers are in the top division in the Premier League now. I would say it's reduced by 50%.
Yeah.
Even the big clubs have only. I mean, even Man City have only got one.
Yeah.
You know, so more than one is a luxury today. More than one's a luxury. So it's the biggest and hardest job in the world of football. And Everton really need that one. They really need that one. I mean, when my last year at Bolton, after searching for 4 years, was Nicholas Anelka.
Oh.
I mean, wow, man.
Just speaking about him here just now, Sam. Different level, eh?
Yeah, unbelievable. We became a top 4 or 5 side when Nicholas came. Just on his goals and his contribution alone, just on the way he would turn the game in our favour, and I think that was the key element for me to get. And it took me 4 or 5 years to find the. I mean, we had Kevin Davis, who were outstanding, of course, but you know he wasn't getting the goals and didn't have the talent that Nicholas had.
Mm-hmm. Sam, listen, just my wee piece of advice: if you're lying by that pool today, just make sure you've got that phone next to you, just in case, mate.
Listen, you disturbed me, so I've had to come up from round the pool to speak to you lot.
We apologise, mate. You get back to it. Great to see you.
Pleasure, lads.
All the best. Thanks, Sam. Now we're taking calls from Liverpool fans on whether or not you'll be booing Trent and his return to Anfield tonight. Hopefully not, but I'll probably be wrong.
Barry is.
Oh, Barry, that's the call of the week. That is 03717 223344. You're really going to boo a homegrown player who has won every trophy available. Legend Matt Lawrenson will join us at 8. We're going to ask him that question. That was a look ahead. All thanks to the brilliant Travis Perkins.
Tonight when he comes back, I don't care. I'm practicing the booing like
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Doing what matters for the trade. Find your local branch at travisperkins.co.uk.
Okay, talkSPORT breakfast. Ally and Ray with you this morning at 7:50. Right, 03717 223344 is the number to call. Let's head back to the phone lines where the Liverpool fans should be booing Trent tonight. Mark, now Mark's a Birmingham fan and wants to have his say. Mark, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, boys. How you doing?
We're in top form, Mark. We're in top form. Now, what do you think, mate? Clearly, the fans are well entitled to boo. That's they pay their money. But should they be doing it, and will they be doing it?
Listen, I speak to lots. I'm a Birmingham fan. I speak to lots of fans from other clubs about this, and it's why do none of these Liverpool fans look at the club? Why do they have to focus all their hate on one of their own young lads who committed most of his life to that club? All the kid wanted to do was basically go and get a new job and better his life and see a bit of the world. That club, what kind of business allowed that to happen for him to go for free? Why is all the hate and vitriol nastiness put on that young kid instead of towards the club? And I'm sorry, boys, you two laughing along at Barry like that. How's Trent feel? Trent and people look up to you guys as examples of good footballers, and they hear you guys laughing along at that. It was a vitriol hatred.
No, that wasn't.
That
was not vitriol hatred from Barry. It was anything but. I mean, he will boo, but it was no hatred. You heard them booing. That was not. Don't mistake that with hatred, mate. That was nothing like hatred. I take your point. He'll feel hurt when he comes. There's no doubt about it. But listen, mate, he's a big boy. Yeah. He's going to have to accept it if that comes his way. He's a professional football player. And I know in any other walk of life, you want to bet yourself whether you go for bigger wages. I get all that. But football is different. Now, whether it's right or wrong, we can discuss. But that was not hatred. You're out of order there, mate.
I think not. He said his grandkid threw the shirt in the bin and saying he's never going to support that lad again. If that's not hatred and dislike, what is it?
He's disappointment, probably, more than hatred. He's disappointment.
Guys, you guys laughing and saying things like that are brilliant. How does Trent feel? He's in the country now.
Of course. Listen, we've been in that position ourselves. We'll know how he's feel. And by the way, the best way to handling it is to laugh it off. Because if you let it get you, then you've got a serious problem. You can think you deserve better, and he probably does. There's no probably about it. He definitely, in my opinion, deserves better. But the fact of the matter is, Mark, whether we like it or not, there'll be a section of football fans think he's in the wrong, and they will voice their opinion, which they're entitled to do. Now, you and I might not agree with it, and I certainly don't, because I wouldn't be booing him. I would not be booing him because of the service he's given to my club. But that doesn't mean they're not entitled to do it because they pay their money.
But why does nobody seem to be pointing the finger at the club? Why is it all aimed at him?
Oh, you've heard Arne Slot. Arne Slot said he'll welcome him back with open our arms. He said he loved the player and he loved the human being. So that's the perfect reaction from the club, I think.
No. What Arne Slot said was brilliant, and the fans should follow that. What I'm talking about is the reason they're hating him is because he went for free. That's the club's fault. Nobody's pointed.
I agree with you.
Well, they give him a contract, didn't they?
Oh,
he didn't want to sign it.
You've got a point there. And by the way, they could have lost Salah and Van Dijk as well. So that's
what I mean.
That's where I agree with you.
Liverpool fans, they're pointing all the hate for that. That's why they're hating him, because he went for free and the club didn't make any money. None of them are pointing the finger at the club. And it's the club that's the businessman, not the footballer.
No, I don't disagree.
Mark, have you ever had a player, ex-Birmingham, who's come back and you booed him, the team have booed him? Or the supporters have booed an ex-Birmingham player?
Only maybe if he's gone down to the Villa.
See, again, you would probably boo him, wouldn't you? If they went to the Villa and then you come back to Birmingham, you're going to hammer him, aren't you?
Listen, mate, brilliant.
No, listen, look what we've done to Jude Bellingham. He left our club to better himself, and we absolutely laud him up and wish him all the best.
It's a little bit different level, though.
Yeah,
when he left.
With great respect,
you Champions League rivals.
Dortmund and Real Madrid. Yeah. I think it's slightly different. I hear your point, but it's slightly different. Listen, Mark, thanks very much for the call. Really appreciate it. It's been quite a season so far. It's been a season of proper football. The long throw-in is back. It certainly is. It's been a talk of the town. Even the great Pep Guardiola has taken to throwing it long into the box. That's it. I mean,
I think Erling can throw it in. Can he, the Man City?
It certainly is divided
Long
opinion,
arms.
but it's undeniable when a ball is thrown in the box, it can often cause chaos. However, it's slowing the game down. For example, more than 10 minutes. Here's an interesting one. More than 10 minutes have been lost to the tactic in 2 of Tottenham games so far.
Yeah, I can see
I didn't know that.
Well, they wipe the ball.
Wait,
and then the guys nearest to the ball usually takes it. They have to wait till the specialists to come over.
Great point. So we're going to get more on this. This is a very good morning to former Liverpool throwing coach Thomas Grunemark, I beg your pardon, who's joining us now. Thomas, a very good morning.
Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for taking the time to join us. Thomas, our first question is this. Why has it returned to the game?
I think one of the main reasons was that a couple of teams were really successful last season. For example, my own team from FC Midland, who scored 11 goals on long throw-ins, but especially Brentford from the Premier League, who were by far the best long throw-in taking team in the Premier League. And then when you see that, a lot of teams are thinking we're struggling with the throw-ins. Why not do like, for example, Brentford? So I think that's one of the reasons why we've seen so many more long throw-ins in the Premier League this season.
Thomas, is it because you don't score directly from a throw-in? It's usually that second ball, isn't it? Is that where you practice where it's going to drop, or you got to be sharper than the defence when it drops?
Yeah, you could say, first of all, if you have much better headers than the opponents, like, for example, Stoke had many years ago, then it's a little bit more simple. But, for example, in FC Midland and Brentford, it's a lot about having different options, but also creating small gaps of space between the defenders, because if the defenders can't sandwich you, then it's much easier to flick it on. And then it doesn't really matter if it's on the second, third, fourth, or fifth ball, or even a return ball outside the penalty area. Then you score as long as you can score from that. So, but again, there are a lot of things to the numbers in the Premier League around the throw-in. So, but maybe you come in around that too, yeah.
I was at Brentford last week, Thomas, and Michael Coyote. I mean, it was a real weapon, his throw-in. The only thing that we're talking about, the only thing that kind of, I wouldn't say upset or annoyed you, it does take a little bit more time. If he's coming from one side of the park to run all the way over, it does take a little bit of time, so it can be a little bit annoying, I suppose, for supporters. But see, in terms of the throw-in itself, mate, here's my question for you. You've been a long throw coach. What is the best use of the long throw? I take it, is it the one that's kind of long, straight and powerful rather than up in the air?
Yeah, you can say this is the best way of doing it. The longer the better, but also flat and hard, because then it's really hard to defend for the opponents. Even if they win it, they can even flick it on. So it can be a really good weapon. But it's also really important for me to say that maybe until now it hasn't been that good weapon. I think there have been scored around 5 goals on long throw-ins in the Premier League or so. And again, like I mentioned, my team last year, FC Midland, they scored 11. So they would be they will be on the same numbers as the Premier League. So I think it's also a challenge that you're sometimes hyping the long throw-in, because maybe it's maybe one thing is that maybe the teams are not good enough. That's one thing. And maybe it's not great for the game that so many teams are taking so many long throw-ins.
Brilliant, Thomas. Thanks very much for your time, mate. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Coming up, we continue the debate is ongoing today. Should Liverpool fans be booing Trent? Mark certainly didn't think so. The legend, it's Mark Lawrenson, will be with his thoughts next. 03717 22 3344. That is the number to have your say.
The Premier League's profit and sustainability rules are sold to us as financial fair play, a way to keep clubs from going bust. But there are those who feel it's starting to look a lot like a system that protects the big boys and keeps the rest in their lane. Here's how it works and why people feel that way. So clubs can only lose 105 million quid over 3 years, which sounds fair, but here's the kicker. Your limit includes how much you earn. So if you're one of the traditional top 6, you've got massive global revenue streams and you can spend way more while still technically following the rules. Meanwhile, ambitious clubs who've got money like Newcastle, Villa or Forest, well, they're bringing a knife to a gunfight. Newcastle might be backed by Saudi billions, but they just can't splurge the cash. Their commercial income isn't there yet. Want to buy world-class talent? Well, PSR says to them, your owner might have the money, but you're not making enough in shirt sales in Asia for that. The Magpies won their first domestic trophy since 1955, qualified for the Champions League, which you'd think would be a great springboard for them to go on and start building a team to challenge at the top. But because of PSR restraints, they couldn't break their wage structure for a new Alexander-Isak contract, and look what's happened there. Nottingham Forest tried to invest to survive, they did that, but they got punished anyway. Meanwhile, clubs like Spurs, until last season, hadn't won a trophy in over 18 years, but because they rake in cash from the new stadium, they get a much bigger PSR allowance than a newly promoted club who are just trying to stay up. And let's not forget the loopholes these big boys are exploiting. Chelsea found the trick with those long contracts, selling the women's team. City are masters of related party sponsorships. Etihad this, Etisalat that, all within the rules, and fair play to them for capitalising on those opportunities. But what about the smaller clubs? They don't have that luxury. Now look, financial sustainability matters. Nobody wants another Bury or Morecambe situation. But there's increasing concern that rather than levelling the playing field, the current rules cement the existing hierarchy. So what's the solution? We'll either loosen the reins so ambitious clubs can spend within their means, or cap spending based on something other than revenue. Otherwise, we're just watching the same 6 teams swapping silverware most seasons while the rest play musical chairs for 7th. And that, folks, ain't what the Premier League was built on.
Okay, this is talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally and Ray and Arnold Clark get the UK's best used car deals guaranteed. Now, it's a huge night at Anfield, and it's all eyes on Trent.
Here's the free kick to be taken by Alexander-Arnold. Left of centre, right-footed towards the far corner. Oh, what a goal! That is fantastic. It's a brilliant strike from Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Look at all these people telling us how to feel, Liverpool fans. Let's get one thing straight. You go on about Real Madrid. Winning a Prem with Liverpool is 100 times better than winning 10 Champions League with Madrid. Where's the loyalty from Trent?
And Trent Alexander-Arnold has come onto the field to, a whole stadium of boos, it sounded like.
Even if we were fighting relegation and most of them people in that stadium had that chance to put that red shirt on, we'd stay.
The fact of the matter is that if they're entitled to praise and applaud, they're entitled to boo. I think it's a graceless and witless way to be.
It's not about wanting to find something better. It's about me and my personal journey as a player.
I can remember multiple great moments of him wearing the Liverpool shirt, so he will get a warm welcome by me.
Okay, that's right. With a hostile ending for Trent at Liverpool after he announced he'd be leaving the club in May after 20 years. He was booed in the remaining Liverpool games last season, returns to Anfield tonight for the first time since signing for Madrid. The Liverpool fans are still not happy with his departure, and season ticket holder Barry phoned us half an hour ago to explain the reception he'll give Trent. Have a listen to this.
Can I just say, right, I've been a season ticket holder since 1978 at Liverpool.
Yep.
Loved Trent, loved the bones of him. Never booed him last year when he's got that red shirt on. You can stick David Moyes in a Liverpool kit. That's his shield. He doesn't get booed when he's on that pitch. But you know, tonight when he comes back, I don't care. I'm practicing the booing like that fella. That lad knew all season what he was doing. You know what it's like, Ali? Everyone goes, oh, he was at the club for 20 years. So you've been with your missus for 20 years and you knew she was texting some Spanish fella and then she's gonna get off with it. Nah.
Cheap to keep them. That's a different scenario, that one.
Honestly, he let us down. Even to the fact my 6-year-old grandson, he sits in the seat next to me in the Cup. And last season he goes to me at the start of the season, I want Trent on my shirt. No, he knew that he was going, and he never said nothing. My little grandson's got Trent on the back of his shirt. He dinged it. He went, I won't wear that again.
It. Barry, there's a few of the boys in here would drive their missus to Spain.
Barry. So
brilliant, mate.
Come on, Barry. Give us what's your best boo then? You've been practicing.
Oh, wait.
Brilliant, mate.
I'm more worried about the 20 years.
Oh, he was definitely class, Barry. Barry was great, wasn't he?
No, look, people got their own, as you rightly said, they pay their money. Some won't be happy. Some will.
No, where I take issue, there was absolutely no the word hatred.
No,
there was never any hatred. That was
They're
funny.
disappointed.
Yeah,
that he
absolutely.
Left. That's probably more the word.
Yeah, I think
hatred.
Right. We're going to get a bit more on Trent in the reception you'll get tonight. Now, Liverpool legend Mark Lawrenson is joining us now. Mark, good morning, mate. How are you?
Good morning, Mark.
I'm still alive, boys. Always a bonus.
Are you in this country? Are you? I mean,
you ain't with Sam.
Without divulging too much information, with Big Sam on, he's in Dubai. Are you in this country? Or are you enjoying some rays?
Listen, I can't afford Dubai. Do me a favour.
Laurel, listen, we've been talking a lot this morning about obviously Trent coming back and things like that. We think he'll get a mixed reception, right? We're of the opinion his service to Liverpool is unquestionable, and in an ideal world, you know, I mean, Arne Slot's already said that he'll welcome him back, and so he should with open arms. But not Liverpool fans, football fans are different, aren't they?
Yeah, they are different. But I think, I mean, I'll be at the game, so the majority of Liverpool fans, I think, will clap him onto the pitch.
Yeah.
And then they'll hope he absolutely gets topped by somebody.
Yeah.
And they go on and win 5-0, I would think, would just be the thing. I mean, you know, he was there since he was 6.
Yeah.
And he chose to go. If you're a postman and somebody comes to you and they say, right, and we're going to treble your money, and you're going to, you know, work round here, do whatever, all those kind of things, you take it because you make your life better. So good luck to him. He's a fab player, but I think we'll be at him tonight. It'll be very, very interesting to see what he's like.
Do you think it was down to money only, Lauro, that he left?
No.
Because, you know, it might be different circumstances. He wanted to try a different, you know, way of living, way of life. I'm sure Jude Bellingham has been in his ear hole when he's at England squads and whatever, to saying, oh, it's fantastic in Madrid and all that sort of stuff. I don't think it would always come all down to money.
No, I don't think it is, because let's be fair, he'd be on top money at Liverpool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He won't be short of a few shillings. So, no, I think it's definitely one of those. Well, listen, remember, I don't know how many months ago it was when he spoke in Spanish, didn't he?
Yeah, that's
to the club, to Real Madrid. So he'd obviously been doing that, learning Spanish for a long time. He just wanted to learn Spanish. Yes, he gets more money. So what? He gets fortunes anyway already. So good luck to him.
Did the club do enough to keep him, or do you think they've done everything they could? I mean, I know Van Dijk stayed and Salah stayed, which are big players. Did they do enough?
I don't. No, I think they couldn't have given him any more money. At some stage, you've got to say, you know what?
Yeah.
That's it. And shake his hand and say and get on with it. look, where would you rather live?
Yeah, I know. Listen, I think he's given the club fantastic service, and he's obviously fancied a new chapter in his life. I want to move on to Liverpool, Laurel. Coming off a really shaky period, there's no doubt about that. I've been a couple of games. I was at Brentford, and they certainly get knocked out their stride at Brentford. That's for sure. But they're back on track at the weekend there. Yeah, they are. It wasn't plain sailing, as you know, because Villa hit the bar on the post, I think, early on in the game, and if they'd scored, that would have changed the whole complex on it. But it's a step forward, isn't it? They've not been good. Everybody now knows that, smash the ball up there, get everybody around Liverpool players in their own half and see what they do. So they've got to cope with that. But it's a different night tonight, isn't it? Because Madrid will not do that. They'll try and outplay Liverpool, and why wouldn't you, with the fantastic talent that they've got? But the other thing as well is, in this competition, as we know, you can lose a couple of games, can't you? Yeah. I don't quite get that at all. I mean, you could lose 4 or 5 games. Well, didn't PSG last year
nearly knocked them out?
I think they had to win their last game, mate.
Yeah. They did.
I tell you where I was, though, Laura. Laura, I was at Liverpool Real Madrid game last year, and Liverpool were absolutely different class. I remember it. I thought Jones and I think it was Conor Bradley were outstanding, mate. So a level of that performance would suit, I think. Absolutely, absolutely. And when you win the league, you're there to be shot at, aren't you? Yeah. And it's how you deal with it. And hopefully after the win at the weekend, that's a step forward. And we're not saying they're going to, beat Madrid 3-0 or anything like that, but a good performance is as good as anything. So we expect that from them. He'll play his strongest team as well, and the place will be rocking. Forget about Trent. It will be rocking without Trent, and rocking even more once he steps onto the pitch. Well, Laura, I could tell you it was absolutely rocking that game last year. It was
2-0, wasn't it? And then they went on to win Man City 2-0.
It was a brilliant atmosphere, I think. Mbappe. I remember it, Laura, because I think Conor Bradley had a tackle on Mbappe. He did. Oh, you'd heard the cheer in Manchester, man. The crowd, them all, just a bit magic. Mind you, Ali, it's the only thing he's done in the last year, to be fair. He's been having a bit of a one, to be fair, so he needs a good performance as well. But the place went mad. Went crazy. Listen, enjoy the game tonight, mate. Thanks for your time again this morning, Laurel. Take care, pal. Cheers, boys. I was Liverpool legend Matt Lawson, and coming up are seagulls, the most annoying animal in the UK. Is it an animal? It's a bird. Is a bird an animal? There's a bird. Can you help me out here? Yeah, is a bird an animal, Ed? There you are, perfect. We'll be giving you his insight next. That's what we do here at talkSPORT. We make the news and we break the news.
Whoa. Ballamore. Whoa. What's the story in Ballamore? Would you like to know?
Yes.
What's the story in Ballamore? Where would you like to go?
Ray Parlour.
Story time, you know.
Whoa.
Ballamore.
What am I doing here?
Thanks for tuning in. What's the story in Ballamore? Would you like to know?
Yes.
Ray, how did he do it?
I don't know.
No, but how did he do it? They do it to me as well. They get in that studio and
during a break.
We sing stupid songs for links, and we
Oh.
just keep on doing it. Me, you, and Brazil.
Just make a fool of you.
We do. We do.
They're very good at making
We're
a fool
a
of
laughing stock, but we keep on doing it, mate. This is talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally and Ray with you this morning, thoroughly enjoying the show. It's time for me to hand it over to Ray to find out what the stories he's found in Ballamore.
Well, they're not that exciting, but I'm going to tell you them anyway, Ali. The first one in Ballamore is probably the most important story of the year, they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Scientists have claimed that seagulls have evolved to become elite food snatchers.
I'm going along with it.
Yeah.
I ain't no
They can be a
scientist.
nightmare, especially little kids when they're walking around.
Diabolical. I don't like them.
No.
It's a bit of a sweeping statement. They've become too aggressive.
Yeah, they do. Especially with young kids. No, they get they come down and
scary. And they can
they scare them.
Aye, they can scare the kids, and they can, they can.
So I'm going to take you 3 steps guide on how they do it.
Yes.
Right. Step 1. Their wing shape helps them excel at slow controlled flight and getting away fast. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Like a young Ally McCoist at Rangers.
Well, there you are.
Their 320-degree vision.
Very swift.
Did you have a 320-degree vision? Allows them to spot food sources.
Blinkers on.
50 metres away. They can spot someone with a bag of chips or an ice cream or something like that.
To be fair, I can do that myself.
They don't like tomato sauce. Did you know that? So always have tomato sauce in your chip.
No way.
Not in your ice cream.
What about Jimmy Nichols?
No,
like a pickle,
I just made that up. No,
I'm buying it as well.
Like a young Ally McCoist.
I can't believe I'm buying that. Seagulls don't like tomato sauce.
Well, you know, bit of English mustard. And the third step,
yes,
when they confirm something is food, they alert the other birds, and that's when you have a problem. To swarm in, all of them come in together.
Oh,
have you ever seen the Duke de Mont video on the beach when they come out? He comes out of the water.
No,
and they're 2 little kids with ice creams, and he gives them a load, and all these birds come down.
No,
I'll show you it.
I've seen the birds.
Anyway, that's what happens. They swarm down. So just like a young Ally McCoist warning defenders in coming danger. So, Ali, at dinner, is ready.
Great, I love this wee section.
Well, when the dinner's ready,
yeah,
how do you alert
I'll tell you what,
the McCoist family?
I'll tell you, when we go...
Is it on the dot, is it?
We go down to Larks, right? We've got a bell.
Oh, when you go out?
We've got a bell we ring. What we do is, I normally get the butler to ring the bell, just to let...
Oh, leave off.
Well, and if he's got a day off, there's always a member of staff to ring the bell for the family dinner.
Oh, brilliant. Well, that's the way it should be. I've got questions here. Do seagulls deserve far more respect than they give them?
No respect.
No,
because they don't
respect us.
No, they don't. Exactly. Respect has to be earned.
Do you know Alan used to moan all the time when he used to go down to Felixstowe and around there? He said, "Oh, I went down there and they come in, they swarm in, they attack us." Oh, I said, "How would you know?" Well, he's usually got a pint though. I don't know. They must have like a pint as well.
I've got to say to you, I've never felt more. I don't disdain.
And do you know what? When you do walk along the beach, it's lovely, isn't it? We got my local Leon C down where Ed lives.
But
down
there's some size now, the seagulls, by the way.
You can see them all sitting there waiting to look down, especially near the restaurants as well. In the summer, when people sitting outside, they're eating. Bang.
I know. You got to be careful. An ice cream and a bag of chips, man. Got to be so careful out there. Right.
Remember that, everyone.
Everyone, be careful out there. Have you seen Hitchcock, The Birds? Oh, what a movie that is. What a movie that is. I'll talk to you about that after. Right, let's get the latest odds now with Coral and Dave Stevens.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for the fans this season. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Steve-O, have you any trouble with...
oh, yeah, he's down to see
Steve-O. Birds or seagulls? Birds or seagulls in particular, Steve-O?
Gentlemen, that was award-winning radio right there. I was having breakfast one day out on a balcony, and a seagull come down and took a sausage off my plate. I kid you not. They are hooligans. No other way to describe them. Absolutely.
You're very lucky it never get mixed up, Steve-O. Right, we're moving swiftly on. There's only one place to start, Steve-O. Only one place to start. We had the second female jockey winner of the race that stops a nation. Am I right or wrong?
You did. We did the early hours of the morning, the Melbourne Cup. Jamie Mellon was the jockey. On Half Yours was the horse. And, yeah, the second ever jockey, 10 years after the first. The Irish runner, or one of the Irish runners trained by Joseph O'Brien, Goody Two Shoes, was second in the JP McManus Silks. But the Aussies kept this one at home, so we know how.
And the prize money, Steve-O, it's ridiculous, isn't it, at places like Australia?
Yeah, for this race particularly, Ray, yeah, this is worth a couple of £1 million to the winner. Wow. We saw the Breeders' Cup at the weekend, similar sort of prizes, obviously. But, yeah, Willie Mullins, absurd finished 7th, so it was a good effort from Willie, but we spoke about him yesterday, Ali.
Amazing.
After that incredible Breeders' Cup win. But, yeah, this is one the Aussies kept at home, the race that stopped the nation, so I'm glad I didn't get up at 4 a.m. to watch it.
Well, she had a wonderful quote. You know, I need to tell you, Steve, she had a wonderful, I'm going to read it out to you. She said after an exciting win, this is why we do it. This is the reason we do it. This is the reason we get out of bed every morning at 4 a.m. She's doing that to win the Melbourne Cup. I'm getting up out my bed at 4 o'clock to talk to you two numpties.
About seagulls.
We all make choices in life. Look, I've got to say, I know he's caused a bit of mixed reaction with some of the listeners this morning. I thought Barry, the Liverpool fan, was comedy gold.
Wasn't he just?
That was the humour of the Scouser. Yeah. Anyone that didn't listen to it, listen, I'm sure you'll play it again before the show is over. But, of course, the match is tonight, 8 o'clock. And the money's actually come for Liverpool. It was 24 hours ago. It's hard to split these two, but Liverpool now 11-8 favourites, 17-10 Real Madrid, 14-5. So just shy of 3-1 the draw. I think the draw's a big runner here, Ray.
Yeah.
But Trent, obviously, all eyes are going to be on him. He's 12-1 to score any time. He's 33-1 to open the scoring. Now, that would obviously probably cause a few more.
That yellow card.
I haven't got
that's
that
a good one. No, actually, we don't worry about that one.
We don't want to encourage that sort of behaviour, do we?
Can you get me a price on Barry getting evicted from his stadium?
His booing was good, wasn't he? He's got that off to a tip. No, listen, you could tell the humour.
Of course you can, man. He was very funny and very good. I think it's a difficult game to call that. I really do, Steve. Really difficult.
Another cracker is PSG, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Bayern.
I tell you what, it's funny. Liverpool. You say what you like about the Champions League, but these are the big clashes. Liverpool, Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern Munich. This we can't split. Right, 6-4 PSG, 6-4 Bayern Munich, 14-5 the draw again. The draw surely. I mean, Harry Kane. All eyes are going to be on Harry. He's in great goal scoring form. Yeah. But PSG favourites to win this tournament again. 9-2. Arsenal 5-1 second favourites. Ray.
Yeah.
I mean, look, straightforward tonight.
A couple of quick things for you, Steve-O. I took the 8-1 PSG right at the start of the season, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
And I fancy them to beat Bayern Munich tonight. There you are. I mean, I've got it wrong before. I would have to tell you, but I fancy them tonight.
I agree. I'm slightly surprised it's joint favourites. I know PSG have got injury problems, but they were brilliant against Barcelona.
Weren't they just
earlier in this? I mentioned Arsenal, their second favourites. Ray, 1-4 to win out in Prague, 11-1 would be a big shot.
You don't really need to win. No. A draw's enough. That's the problem you're going to have. You know, he might rest a few players. He might rotate his squad a little bit, Steve-O. And you just got to win your home games, haven't you? We had Sam on, you could lose 3 or 4 games, can't you? Sorry, Mark Lawrenson saying we can lose 3 or 4 games and you still get through.
Yeah.
So I think they'd be looking more at the home games and trying to nick points. Or if they can win away, of course they will. But a draw's not a bad result either.
Steve, have you got a racing club runner today?
We have. So we've got Rockstar Icon goes at Lingfield in the last there. Catalyst ran an okay race at Wolverhampton yesterday to finish 6th, but hopefully Rockstar Icon can go a little bit better today. And very quickly, don't upset Spurs fans. They are 4-9 to beat Copenhagen, who are 11-2 shots. So another tremendous night of Champions League action to look forward to.
Enjoy your football, mate, Steve. I'm about to get booed if I don't get to the news. There's no doubt about that. That was a look at the latest odds, all thanks to Coral. 18 plus, gambleaware.org. Coming up, continue to take your calls. 03717 223344. Just give us a call.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for the fans this season. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Shin pads are a footballer's best friend. Even if players like Jack Grealish do wear such small ones you can barely even see them. But what's the story with shin pads, and are there actually any rules on how big they should be? It all started with cricket, actually. Cricketers had been wearing shin pads since the 1700s. It was thanks to this guy that shin protection made its way over to football. Meet Samuel Widdowson. He was a cricketer and a footballer. He played for Nottingham Forest back in the late 1800s, and he wanted a way to protect his legs from nasty tackles. Naturally, his mind drifted to his other favourite sport, where players had been wearing these pads for a century. Story goes, Widdowson cut up his cricket pads and popped them on before taking to the footy pitch. His Nottingham Forest team then began wearing them from 1887, and the first known use of them in a match was in 1894, in a match between Newcastle and the then Woolwich Arsenal. Eventually, FIFA clocked on that this kind of protection was pretty important for footballers. And so, in 1990, basically 100 years after Widdowson first put them on, shin pads were made compulsory. It became part of Law 4 of IFAB. That's the body responsible for setting the laws of the game internationally. But the law doesn't actually specify anything about measurements of shin pads. It just says they must be made of a suitable material and be of an appropriate size to provide reasonable protection. It's really vague, even though there have been calls for it to be changed. But for now, that's why Grealish and co can still get away with these ones, which are no bigger than a credit card and which seem to offer little to no protection whatsoever.
8:34, Tuesday the 4th of November. Ray and Ally here with you this morning. Get £750 off any used electric car or home charger. Before we go any further, can you give us an update in Seagull Gate?
Yeah, I know. There's not a lot of people like them out there, is there?
No.
But this is the big thing about seagulls. What you should not feed a seagull: chocolate, caffeine, salt, fats, avocado, onions, and garlic. So just get a nice big. Yeah, no, they're not allowed to have avocado.
That's what I'm going to do. I'll sort them out. So the next time I'm doing it large, I'm going to come out with some avocado and chips.
Onions and garlic. Garlic on your chips, you cracked it.
Right, Liverpool fans, we'll take your calls this morning. Heard Trent return to Anfield tonight. Will you be booing like this fella?
Tonight when he comes back, I don't care. I'm practicing the booing like this.
Brilliant. Or, according to Mark, a Birmingham fan, if you do, then you're aiming it completely at the wrong person.
The reason they're hating him is because he went for free. That's the club's fault. Nobody's pointed. They're hating
I agree with you.
Well, they give him a contract, didn't they?
Oh,
he didn't want to sign it.
You've got a point there. And by the way, they could have lost Salah and Van Dijk as well. So that's where
I mean?
that's where I agree with you.
Liverpool fans, they're pointing all the hate for that. That's why they're hating him, because he went for free and the club didn't make any money. None of them are pointing the finger at the club. And it's the club that's the businessman, not the footballer.
Completely divided. It really is divided.
The difference is that Mark's a Birmingham fan, isn't he?
Yes.
And we're talking to a Liverpool fan.
And Mark, to be fair to Mark, he did say he might have a differing opinion if somebody had gone to the Villa.
Yeah, of course. So that's your proper local rivals.
Yeah, where I disagreed with Mark, I didn't think there was any hatred in Barry. But actually, Barry is one of the best calls we've had in a long time.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
Really
disappointment.
Really funny.
Fans leaving.
Absolutely.
Fans think they've won the league and, they would love to have kept Trent and been there all his life. But
that's what the show's all about, different opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're here to give everybody their voice. So we're going to hear from you. Paul was a Liverpool fan and Paul wants to have his say. Paul, you're about to have the floor, mate. Good morning. How are you?
How you doing, Paul?
I'm very well, guys. How are you?
We're in top form, mate. You carry on. What do you think of the situation? Are you looking forward to the game tonight?
Oh, I can't wait. Absolutely can't wait. I mean, last season was a cracking game.
Oh, I was here, mate.
It's going to be even more tonight with Trent coming home. But for the reason I rang up is that when you had a guy on just before 8 o'clock who was actually ranting at you two about laughing at what Barry said, I was just like, get a life, mate. At the end of the day, Trent was there. I loved him when he was there. Fantastic player. Won everything that he possibly could at the club. So when he left to go to Madrid, I was hats off to you, lad. Better finances, better way of life for yourself over in the sun. No problem at all with him. Well, I wouldn't be booing him tonight when he came home because of what he gave to the club. So it's absolutely ridiculous that any fan wants to boo him, in my opinion.
Sorry, mate, you carry on. I beg your pardon. I've interrupted you to carry on.
That's all right. I was just going to say, I mean, where it comes to him leaving on a free, yeah, it's the club's fault, but at the end of the day, it's what he's being advised. He's being advised not to sign because Real Madrid are coming in for him, and it's the same situation with Canate. Yeah. Canate's not going to sign a contract. We all know he's going to Madrid. So the club made a mistake, personally, in my opinion, in signing Isak after we'd signed Ekitike. We should have got Gay in rather than Isak all day long.
By the way,
you still might get him.
I think you make a great point. I think you make a great point there.
The problem is that those guys have signed their contracts in January.
Yeah,
they know they're going to Real Madrid. He knows he's going to Real Madrid. You can do a deal.
Of course he does.
Yeah. Paul, do you know what? I think you make a great point as well, mate. Rather than, I get it. I mean, you always get opposing players come to stadiums and they're public enemy number one. I get that totally, and it's part and parcel of it. In fact, I actually quite enjoy that side of it. As long as it doesn't get out of hand. But if you're in Liverpool tonight, I mean, surely you want to concentrate your support on your team rather than boo one of your ex-players.
Oh, exactly, especially with the form that we've been in of late. I mean, the weekend was the best we played all season because he's reverted back to last year's team, basically.
Yeah.
And it showed what a difference it was. We looked rock solid down the left-hand side because of the understanding between Robbo and Van Dijk.
Yep.
So when Kirkes plays, he disappears up the field and then Van Dijk's left completely exposed. So going back to last season's team with the three in midfield, absolutely perfect. That team again tonight against Real Madrid will give them a great game.
Smashing, Paul. Enjoy the game tonight. Thanks for your call.
Cheers,
John's giving us a call. John, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, John.
Hello, lads. You all right?
We're in top form, John. It's get written down in front of me, mate. John, the West Ham fan. You have got to be in a good mood this morning, John.
I'm buzzing still, bruv.
For the weekend.
Buzzing. Yeah.
You needed it, mate, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. The way things are going, it's mad, absolutely mad. The point I wanted to make about this Liverpool thing that's going on is that we had a similar situation when Declan left.
Yes.
Declan Rice.
Yes, of course.
And I remember a very small section of fans booed him when he first come back with Arsenal. A lot of fans applauded him. The majority of fans applauded him back, and that's what I think will happen tonight with Liverpool fans. I mean, as far as I'm aware, most of them are saying good luck to Trent. You know, if there's any club in the world that's bigger than Liverpool, it'll be Real Madrid. So they'll be saying, you know, good luck to you, mate. It's not about the money. It's literally about advancing his career. That's what I think. Obviously, I'm not a Liverpool fan.
But I think you're entitled to your opinion. You make a good point, John. Really appreciate you giving us a call this morning. Thanks very much. That was John giving us a call there from, it sounded like King's Cross Station there. Really appreciate that. Who have we got now? Somebody's telling me we've got another caller. We've got Sean, the Liverpool fan. Sean, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Sean.
Morning, lads. You all right?
We're in good form, mate. You looking forward to the game tonight, and what are you expecting?
I'm expecting to get hell, to be honest with you, when it comes to Anfield.
Yep.
Absolutely. And he deserves it, as far as I'm concerned.
What reception do you think he'll get? Do you think Trent will be? Do you think he'll be booed, or do you think there'll be a section of fans obviously very appreciative and maybe give him a round of applause?
I think most fans from Liverpool will boo him because of 2 years before he left, his brother, who's his agent, was telling everyone who'd listened that he was going to Real Madrid for free when his contract ran out. So be honest about it. He waited till a month before the end of the season to tell everybody, when everyone knew for 2 years before that he was going. So why not come out and be honest about it? So that's why the Scousers won't be happy. But you've got the fans from down in London and down in Birmingham saying that we shouldn't do them. They don't get what it's like to be a Scouser and how we feel about the club. So
yeah. I mean, the only thing about it is, would he affect other players if he says he's leaving? And, you know, he just wants to carry on his...
I know
do the best for the club. Try and win trophies, what he did in the end, more trophies. And it is an awkward one, because when you get to your year left of your contract, it looks like you're on your way out. And, you know, I'm sure his agent, his brother, has been a lot to do with that. It's a little bit like Nicholas Anelka.
Same kind of thing.
Nicholas Anelka.
Sean, just a quick one, mate, on it. Are you a bit happier after the weekend? Because clearly that you would have concerns about the previous 4 or 5 games in the league. You're a bit happier after the weekend. Looking forward to the game tonight, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. To be honest with you, tonight's a massive one, but on Sunday, that's even bigger for me.
You better believe it is,
As you said before, you can lose 3-4 games in the Champions League and still go through. Obviously, I still think we'll win tonight, but Sunday's the bigger one for me, away at City. Win there, and as far as I'm concerned, we're still in the title race if we lose on Sunday.
Absolutely. Some great football to look forward to. Thanks for the call, Sean. We've got Michael. Michael, good morning.
Morning, Michael.
Morning, gents. How are we?
We're very well, mate. Thanks for taking the time to give us a call. What do you want to say this morning?
I'm from Glasgow, so apparently I don't know what it means to be Scouse. Apparently, I don't think you'll get booed. I think the majority of the fans know we're in a tough period just now, and they're just looking to rally around the team. He's came home. He's went to. I think, I know it's been said a lot, but I think the Diogo thing is going to come into play as well here, where everything's gone out. Everything went out the window as soon as that happened. He's went there. He's paid his respects as well. I think he might get a few olays if he does a stray pass, but his reception at the end of the season, I think that meant a lot. When they were getting the medals, the cheer that he got when he at the last game when he was standing in front of the Kop, I think that's the overlying thing. Don't get me wrong, if he comes over, scores a hat-trick and gets man of the match, he might get a few boos, but I think the majority of the fans have forgotten about it, and they, like you said earlier on, they know they need to rally around the team just now. We need a performance like the weekend. We had a bit of metal in this at the weekend, and that's what we've been lacking.
Yeah.
And as long as Big Tom, Big Soboslai has another performance the way he does so far, he's phenomenal.
Massive game. Michael, enjoy it tonight. Thanks for giving us a call. Still to come on breakfast.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Benchmarks Kitchens and Joinery. Get trade prices on kitchens to suit all styles and budgets at Benchmarks.
Yep, top man's coming on. The voice of live football, Adrian Dunham, will be joining us ahead of a huge night in the Champions League. We'll also try and get him to say something positive about the one club he has a daily feature about, the Arsenal, Ray. Don't think there's any chance of that. Will any current players make his Invincibles and current Arsenal 11? Find out at 9 a.m. That was our look ahead with Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. With 250 hire branches nationwide, it's easy to hire at Travis Perkins.
This is talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally and Ray with you this morning. My thing was just come up there on that TV screen. No advertising talkSPORT. I need to get a new picture. Huh? I need to get a new picture, man.
You're in here, Ally. You're in the paper as well.
That was taken straight after I came back to Portugal. I need to change that. Somebody has actually
I like the ball.
injected at least 4 cubic metres of helium in my head for that picture, by the way. That is not a good look. Now we're joined in the studio by brilliant comedian host and big Arsenal fan, Alex Brooker. Alex, first of all, how are you, mate?
Very good, thank you. Great to see you,
have
boys.
got to have a smile on your face. I mean, Arsenal, talk to me.
Look, we've made a great start. It's going well at the moment. I'm just saying to you then, Ray, I'm not getting carried away. I'm not getting too... There's a couple of times over the last few seasons when I remember being at Anfield when we went 2-0 up a few years ago, thinking we're going to win the league, and within about half hour it was 2-2 and it had all gone again. Yeah. And then the season after, I remember us beating Brighton away and we looked really good. And I was like, I think we're going to do it. And then the next game we lost to Villa at home and it was all done again. So I'm absolutely not.
But Ali, he hasn't got a smile on his face because all his mates are in Prague at the moment.
Yeah.
And he's sitting in here with us.
We had that conversation. Just to let the listeners know, when he walked in the studio, he was devastated because all his mates had been on Prague. Now, you've undertaken a new quiz show venture called Call Yourself a Fan, right? You tell us about it.
So it's a football quiz show. It's sponsored by Coral. It's Call Yourself a Fan. We have every show. There's 3 fans from a club, match-going fans, and they go up against a team of ex-pros and celebrities, captained by Jimmy Bullard. So you can imagine. Brilliant. I love Jim. Jimmy's so good on it because
perfect for it.
But what I love is the most. You'll see him like winding the fans up. Yeah. So there'll be, there's like a quick fire round at the end, and you see him just going, "Your head's gone here, innit? Your head's gone. You've gone here."
Well, we've got a wee bit. We're gonna have a quick look at it now.
Hello and welcome to Call Yourself a Fan, the football quiz brought to you by Coral.
Robbie King.
Telemesh.
Suarez.
It was Louis Suarez.
That's why you're the real thing. Damien Duff.
God, I was close.
Got missing. De Bruyne.
What?
Oh my God. Is it Glenn Johnson?
How much, mate?
£450. Oh. Manchester United fans.
It's Maradona!
Yeah,
it wasn't mine!
Might be taken to Jamie Vardy's household during that party.
After all, honestly, you'll see the past and you'll find me.
I mean, it just looks like that. It looks brilliant fun, mate.
I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. It's so much fun, and we've had some great guests on.
Who are you doing?
So we've had the show that went out on Friday. We had Des Walker on a night. Absolute legend of the game. We also had the actor Jeff Bell on. He's been in Mobland.
Of course. He's one of my at Mobland's tremendous. How good's that?
He was just chatting to him, and he was telling us about how much he loves playing villains. And honestly, the geezer looks at you. Yeah. And honestly, even my fake leg's shaking when he looks at me.
Alex, I swear to God, I went for something to eat. We're lunch with a few of the TV guys and my mates, and we went to this wee place in Chelsea, and he was in. I swear to God, I was terrified. He said he was sitting on a cheese sandwich, man, and I was scared to look at him.
I think he's not as bad as Tyson Fury's dad. Oh, John, when he looks at you, I'm like...
He's a better actor, though, to be fair.
He's brilliant on there. I know. He's good, honestly. Just he flashes it. Just does it. He was just like, it's my looks. That's where it's at. And he done one, and it was
brilliant.
Yeah,
but it just looks so.
It's really good fun. And what I love most about it is, that there's all the rounds. It's good fun. When I was asked about doing the show, I said to him, let me play. Can I just, I said to the producer, can I play the game? And I got so into it. And there's lies around called They've Gone Missing. You have to name a team sheet. So it'd be like a team sheet from a certain game. And there's always a couple, and it goes backwards and forwards between the teams. And there'll always be one. There'll be one that does, but sometimes people's heads completely go. I mean, there was one we did Arsenal. We did Man United Arsenal at Old Trafford. And it was the one where it was like the Battle of the Buffet.
Yes. Yes, I remember it.
So they go, the first one, I go, so it's like the first guess is Ruud van Nistelrooy. I went, yep, he scored after Wayne Rooney died for the penalty. I was like, oh no, I've just given an answer away. But I'm absolutely loving it. It comes out every Friday, 8:00 on YouTube. And get involved and watch it. You understand? Because it is there'll be answers that'll frustrate you. Yeah. There'll be ones where you shouting at them for knowing.
It's something that would appeal to football fans.
And it is,
you know what I mean?
And it's for the, for the fans, and that's what I love. It's all about the fans. And what I love most is, we have a studio audience. And I mean, we had the Leeds fans on. They were really playing up to the, the kind of stereotype of Leeds fans are hated everywhere they go. And they were cupping their ears. They were getting booed by the studio audience. They won. They were brilliant. They were so...
And there's a pub next door, Andy. That's even better.
There's a
studio.
There's the Weatherspoons just down the road. Honestly, you get the second. We do 2 records in a day. The first record's like the early afternoon one. That's quite pleasant. Then you get the one in the later on where there's a few people who've been in the pub after work. And
we used to do the same. See, in Question Sport, Alec Brown. We used to film 3 in one day, right? And after every show, you'd go straight into the green room, have a wee batter at it, a bit of fun, right? See, when it came out on a Friday night, my mates used to have a bet on which recording it was by looking at my eyes. You know what I mean? They say, have a look at him. It's definitely the third recording, man. Right, I want to move on because we've not got a lot of time. Arsenal, let's have a quick chat. I know we don't want to get carried away. I hear you. You got to be impressed, mate.
We are playing. We're playing well. We look so solid. I mean, not conceding. Not conceding is a really good. On Saturday against Burnley, it was quite tight, and I was watching it with my stepdad. He was like, "Guys, it's tight," and I was like. We got the first corner, went, it's all right, we'll score now. And as a joke, we did. Right. But the thing is, what I don't understand is everyone having a go at us about being good at set pieces. But that's quite a big game, isn't it?
I know.
It wins your games, doesn't it, Ali? You know that.
It's absolutely,
and it loses your game.
It's massive. It's absolutely massive. I don't understand it at all. Alec, you got... I've got the team. We did the first... You wouldn't have heard it this morning. We combined a team, Arsenal team, from the Invincibles and the current team, right? Yeah. So I'm only going to go through it quickly.
We went for an hour on it, didn't we?
And we did. Easy. We went for about an hour on it. Goalkeeper, who's getting in your team?
Raya.
Lehman or Raya? Right, straight away. You're no messing about. Right back.
Tim. I think Timber's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I like Lauren, but I think Timber is different gravy.
Left back, no brainer. Ashley Cole, right?
Ashley Cole, yeah. Even though I know, Arsenal fans have a weird relationship with him, I'd still say he's Ashley.
Yeah. 2 centre backs.
It's a big choice here. I'd probably go Gabriel and Campbell.
Yeah, no, we threw it. And I think we actually
was closer to I kept them together, Saliba.
Yeah, we just kept them together.
Hey.
2 boys in the middle of the park.
Sorry, Ray, I'd probably go Rice and Vieira.
Hey, I never even apologised to him.
Hey, I'm the coach driver.
I didn't even.
I'd be happy getting a bench. Physio.
I didn't even give him his place and apologise.
I definitely ain't getting that team. They're well in front of me.
And the front 2 pick themselves.
Yeah, front 2 camping on Ray, and then I'd probably go
wide areas.
Saka and Pires.
Proper fan. Absolutely different classmate. So tell me. But the show again.
Yeah,
when can we see it? Where can we see it? When can we see it?
It's on YouTube every Friday. New episode, all through the season. So fantastic. Just get it on there. It's the first thing I've ever done for YouTube. I'm getting down with the kids now with the YouTube content. But it's brilliant. So please give it a watch, like and subscribe is what they say about it.
Absolutely, mate. Guaranteed. Great to see you.
Good.
Keep up a good work, mate. Thanks for coming in. Coming up, Adrian Dunham joins ahead of his trip to Anfield. Will he get booed more than Trent? I hope so.
knows there are 20 managers in the Premier League, yeah? Well, actually, no. Around 3/4 of them are not managers. The terms manager and head coach are often used interchangeably to describe Premier League bosses, but they're actually two different jobs. So let's explain how and why. For years, fans referred to Mikel Arteta as Arsenal's manager, but I'm afraid technically...
I don't think so, no.
From his first day on the job, he was the Gunners' head coach. Let's pick a random moment in time, February 2025. Only 6 Premier League bosses actually held the official title of manager rather than head coach. Man City's Pep Guardiola, David Moyes of Everton, Ipswich boss Kieran McKenna, Southampton's Ivan Juric, Oliver Glasner at Crystal Palace and Leicester's Ruud van Nistelrooy were the only actual managers of their respective teams. Everyone else? That's right, head coach, including Ruben Amorim at Man United. He took over from Erik ten Hag, a man who had held the title of manager. Might come as a surprise that Amorim's appointment marked the first time ever that Man United had a head coach instead of a manager. But to understand why they made that decision, you also have to get what the difference is between a head coach and a manager. A manager's got a huge range of responsibilities. They're not just in charge of training and player lineups, they're also heavily involved in player sales and transfers. Critical stuff. But a head coach's role is far more focused on team training and performance on the pitch. So whereas Ten Hag was highly involved with decisions around transfers during his tenure, the intention was that Amorim wouldn't be, at least not on the same level. And as the sporting structure at Man United changed under Sir Jim Ratcliffe, people like Sir Dave Brailsford took charge of transfers instead. How all those roles play out in practice may be slightly different at different clubs though. On the other hand, the contracts of actual managers like Pep or Moyes had no limits on their job role and their involvement with transfers and contracts. But those guys are actually in the minority now, and it's a change that's happened pretty quickly. In 2019, there were only 6 head coaches in the Premier League, but by 2025, there were 14. A clear indication that more and more clubs are moving towards a model where the guy in charge is actually only really in charge on the pitch. And the way things are going, it might not be long before all 20 clubs have got head coaches, and the job position of football manager in the top flight is no more.
.9, this is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Get the UK's best used car deals guaranteed. Ally and Ray with you this morning. Now, what a night of Champions League action we've got for you tonight, right here on talkSPORT.
Kudus comes back in on his left foot, draws the ball down low to the left and produces a brilliant finish.
Of course, they had such a brilliant start at home in the Champions League, and from there it's just been a bit underwhelming.
And here Copenhagen will bring the ball forward with El Yunusi slipping a ball inside the area, getting the return ball and firing it into the bottom right-hand corner.
So I know, of course, Copenhagen is not in their best place, but it's a very good team.
Saka again through the goalkeeper and in to seal the victory.
I think Arsenal, what you're saying, they are one of the favourites to win the Champions League.
But Slavia Prague have 2 big things in their favour. Firstly, the atmosphere, which will be raucous.
Oh, what a finish! Hugo Ekitike, take a bow!
Tomorrow we face a team that is on a great run of form.
Might break for Mbappe, inside his net, 2-0. Oh, that's wonderful from Kylian Mbappe.
Yes, we kick off at Arsenal. Some great football tonight, Ray, man.
Yeah,
magic.
Brilliant
Travelling to Slavia Prague and earlier. Prague even an earlier kick-off. That's at 5:45. On talkSPORT 2, then it's the other side of North London. Spurs, who welcome Copenhagen to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and that's at 8 o'clock right here on talkSPORT. All the goals as they go in from across the other Champions League games, as well as the EFL, will be brought to you by the one and only Adrian Durham, who will be at Anfield. Here's Barry, the Liverpool fan, who gave us a call earlier and told us how he'll be greeting Adrian's arrival in Merseyside.
I'm practicing the booing like that fella.
Barry. So
brilliant, mate.
Come on, Barry. Give us what's your best boo then? You've been practicing.
Oh wait.
Sadly, Barry was, of course, not talking about booing Adrian, although some might still do that. I'm going to build up to it with a man himself. It's a very good morning, Adrian. How are you, mate?
How you doing, Aid?
Ali, Ray, I'm really good. I'm a bit worried about going to Anfield now.
Listen, well, to be fair, you're probably one of the few men that could get out-booed by Trent.
What have I done wrong?
I mean, you could reach an 80 or a 90 on the booometer.
Well, I am so relieved that Trent is going to be there tonight. I think he will get booed, but do you know what? I think it's more to do with unsettling an opponent than how they genuinely feel.
Yeah.
I mean, I was there at Leicester when they were struggling to make the breakthrough. It was 0-0. Trent Alexander-Arnold scored a brilliant goal, and all those fans celebrated with him. Yeah, he went over the corner flag right in front of them. They're all celebrating. They loved him in that moment. When they stepped back and looked at the situation, they didn't love him. But I do expect him to get booed tonight.
It's a massive game for Liverpool, Aid, isn't it? I mean, a good result of the weekend against Villa. They had a bit of a blip, haven't they, over the last month or so. Real Madrid could sometimes get you back on track again, and they've got a massive game the weekend, so they can get a good win tonight at Anfield. Might put them in good, ready to go at the weekend against City.
Mate, Liverpool haven't had a blip.
Yeah,
well, yeah,
they've had an absolute shocker. They've had a run of results, run of defeats that, for me, is going to keep them out of the title race. Now, the Champions League is slightly different because in this league stage you can lose games and still go through, and I think they might just be getting themselves back together. But you're right what you say, that tonight's game, I think it's crucial in terms of a statement from Liverpool. I also think it's crucial in terms of Slot getting the team right, bearing in mind the changes that he made and how good they looked at the weekend. Yeah. So I think that in terms of finishing in the top 8 and not having to rely on a playoff, I think Liverpool getting a win tonight is vital for the fans more than anything else.
Aid, I want to move swiftly on because we're not got it for a long time, but Ray and I, we've had a brilliant morning this morning, mate. We've really enjoyed the crack, and it started off early. We were talking about comparing and we know it's all about opinions and it's difficult to compare eras, but we do it because we're football fans and we love doing it. And with the Arsenal Invincibles, with the current team, right? The first thing you've got to say, the current team haven't done anything like what the Arsenal Invincibles done. However, we had a bit of fun combining the two teams and trying to pick a best team. Tell me you've been involved. Have you got involved with it for us?
I've been listening all morning. Absolutely, yeah. I've got it written down. I've written it down here, but I've actually written it down, but I've chopped and changed my mind. I've crossed it out.
That's how difficult it is, yeah.
Yep.
It's so difficult. And something you just said there, Ali, makes me think that you've got to just go with the 11 from the Invincibles.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking to myself, I'm not actually that big on the Invincibles. And don't just hear me out, right? Because they lost a lot of games. They lost games in the Champions League. They lost games in the League Cup. They lost games in the FA Cup. So I'm thinking...
No, we was concentrating on the league. That was their main objection that year.
And I do think if you'd been in the side more, Ray, you wouldn't have lost those games.
So, yeah, I played in all those games.
They drew a lot of games as well. I think 12 of the 38 they drew. Ray and I have had this conversation before, that, and maybe I've even spoken to Arsenal players who think that other title-winning sides from that era were better than the 03-04 side. So it's up for debate. But actually, when you look at the overall picture, the fact that you've just said there, Ali, this side has won nothing, and that side won a title, I think I'll have to go with that side, just completely. And then wait and see if this side do anything, because, we can big players up and big teams up, and then they end up winning nothing. So I'm going with the 03-04 Invincible side over this one, simply because this lot have won nothing.
We're running out of time as well. That's why we've done that.
Brilliant.
Well, I'm putting Parlour in.
Absolutely. The Parlour in campaign starts here. It starts here. Do you know something? I feel really bad now because see, we're picking the teammate. I never even gave a fella a mention. That's diabolical. He's sitting right next to me.
Ahead of him.
I was doing a team talk, Ali.
Ed, I've got to move you on. Interesting the last couple of days, and I know you enjoy your ladies' football, great, we all do. And here's a question for you, mate. Did you see this coming, this kind of bust up?
No. I mean, I got messaged about it at the weekend, and basically I'd kind of clocked off from preparing on Friday night at about 7 p.m. I was going to have an evening with the wife, and then I got this message saying this is going to be in the papers tomorrow from Mary Earps' book, and I was reeled back in. Incredible stuff, absolutely incredible. And then Leanne Sanderson does an interview with Mary Earps yesterday, and it's unmissable. It's on talkSPORT 2 again at 1 o'clock today, the women's football show. I listened to the whole interview last night, listened to the whole show back last night, driving away from Sunderland. And it's...
What was your initial fact, mate? Did she backtrack or did she double down?
No, she kind of explained it. She kind of, you could interpret it as backtracking. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think she comes out of it very well, Mary Earps. Listen, when you write a book and it's your story and you put it out there, you have to own those words. Yes. And I think she's failed to do that completely. So I don't think Mary comes out of it very well. But in many ways, listening to Leanne's interview with her, I feel quite sorry for her because I just genuinely don't think she realised how big this story would be. So I do. She got very emotional in the interview. But listen, England went and won the Euros. The managers won 3 European Championships in a row. Hannah Hampton is literally the best goalkeeper in the world. Somebody comes out and criticises them. They're not going to get much support from the English football public. So I think she's just made a bad decision. I'd say she's been badly advised. But I did end up feeling a little bit sorry for her after listening to Leanne's interview last night.
Here's a quick question for you then, Adrian, right? Maybe it didn't come out the way that she wanted, and I get that, and maybe Hannah's upset, Serena's upset, whatever it may be. We get all that. That's part and parcel sometimes of when you do books, you're not going to keep everybody happy. Has it done the women's game any harm?
No, it's a great point because, listen, the profile and the story in itself. I was hearing some pundits at the weekend, pundits on the women's game saying, we should be talking about the football. And I'm thinking, hang on a minute. You need characters. You need personalities. It's not just the football in the men's game and the women's game. It's not just the football that's the talking point. Sometimes it's how people feel about each other. It's the emotions that come through as well. And that's exactly what we're talking about here. So, no, I don't think it's done the women's game any harm whatsoever. You're quite right. I think exactly the reverse in terms of the individual, the human being, though.
Yep.
You know, Mary Earps has got to deal with a lot at the moment, and it's of her own making to a large extent, but she's got to deal with a lot at the moment. So I think she's got to make sure she gets the next steps right. But I'm definitely looking forward to reading the book, and I don't think she'll be too unhappy with the book sales either.
I know you love the Championship as well, and there's some cracking games tonight, and it's such a great league, isn't it? Some big teams who are expected to get promotion this year are struggling a little bit. You know, Southampton's, Norwich. Look at Norwich down the bottom of the table as well, and Wrexham, with 2 unbelievable results, beating Middlesbrough and obviously Coventry. So some cracking games tonight in the Championship.
Yeah, absolutely. Coventry against Sheffield United live on talkSPORT 2 tonight is a huge game. Will Coventry get back on track? Given Sheffield United's form, you'd expect them to do that. I look at Leicester as well, who just keep losing at the moment. Lovely. I mean, I think he's under a lot of pressure, Cifuentes. And you talked about Norwich, who don't play tonight. Bottom 3, they've lost all of their home games. Liam Manning clinging on there. We're actually doing Game Day Live on Saturday from Stoke against Coventry, a real top-of-the-table clash. And Stoke, who, since they got relegated, haven't finished in the top half of the Championship, which is incredible, bearing in mind they were relegated in 2018. This could be, and I know their fans have said it many times, it could be Stoke's year.
Some result at the weekend, mate. That result against Bristol City was some result. Terrific result.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, mate, I've got to say to you, I hope we get the same game and the same kind of reaction that we got Liverpool versus Real Madrid last year when I was up there for that game, because what a game it was, mate. And if you get the same again, that place will be absolutely jumping. So enjoy it, mate.
Cheers.
Now, just a reminder to check out the talkSPORT Daily wherever you get your podcast. Joe Cole joins Jeff Stelling and I for an in-depth chat about whether Chelsea can challenge for the title. Coming up, so Ray has already said that this Arsenal team will definitely win the Champions League this season. I'm not sure he did say that, actually. But who are the biggest threats? PSG, Real Madrid or Bayern? We'll find out next. delighted to hear I'm not going to talk for the next 20 seconds. I'll keep it going, Ed. Oh, that takes me back, man. Way to go in cars. What was the name of the band? Tubeway Army. Our Friends Electric. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah, I do remember.
Oh, I don't mind a bit of Gary Newman. That's take me back. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Get the UK's best used car deals guaranteed. Ally and Ray with you this morning. Now, Ray, have you seen that Luke Littler, the Darts sensation, has passed his driving test? First time and no minors, so he flew through, right? What do you remember about your driving test? I failed mine the first time.
I passed mine first time. I think I had about 10 lessons in the end. But you could learn to drive a little bit when you didn't have a licence. We used to have a place called the Cardrome round our way, and your dad would take you over there and he'd let you have a go of his car. And you go round and he'd try and teach you a little bit in his car before you get into the instructor's car. It saves you a lot of money, Ali. That's how he looked at it, my dad, because you could only unless you crash your car.
Well, it's funny. Do you know something? We never had a car in our family. My mum and dad never drove.
Oh, right, okay. Well, we only had one, but it was and then I remember sitting in traffic, and it was in Hornchurch, and I was probably in traffic for half an hour. That's
brilliant.
Just going along slowly. And then the emergency stopped. The geezer nearly went through the windscreen.
It's mine. I think
it was 2 questions. Because you didn't do the 2 or 3 questions. I think I got one wrong as well.
Is that right?
And he went, I think you're good enough to pass. And that was it. A signed Arsenal ball helps as well.
It's brilliant. Brilliant. You got me there. My wee mum, right? I say my mum and dad never drove, right? And my sister was the first one to get the car. My wee mum, right? God bless her, started to take driving lessons when she was, I think, about 65.
Oh, wow.
Right?
I don't think my mum passed 50.
She took driving lessons, passed her test, and then never drove in her life after it.
My mum never drove.
She just wanted to drive. Just wanted to have a licence.
What it was about, but my mum was always independent of my dad. My dad always drove.
Yeah.
So she didn't have to drive. But when my dad passed away, then suddenly she thought, I might have to drive.
I'm going to have to.
But, Mum, you can't now. You ain't drove for like 30 years.
And nowadays, by the way.
Oh, it's dangerous. I said, you'll be dangerous.
It's incredible.
You're absolute. You'll have it's not good for you. Your health.
Oh, it's
if you drive now. But yeah, I mean, my kids are all passed.
Oh, same.
Yeah, so
same.
it's good.
We'll still get the youngest.
But that's why there's so many cars on the road, Ali. Because you just mentioned it there.
Man,
you just mentioned it. One car family usually.
No, you're
everybody's
three,
got,
four.
Everybody's got cars.
You're not wrong, mate.
And the roads ain't got no bigger.
No, see the traffic down here, mate. I can't do it. I've got to jump on the underground.
Yeah.
Right, champions PSG welcome 6-time champions Bayern Munich to Paris in a real heavyweight clash tonight. So joining us now to bring all the latest French football expert Julian Laurent. A very good morning to the very mentioned Julian Laurent. How are you, mate?
Julian.
Hello, boys. Hello,
mate. You still playing the five-a-sides?
Always, Ali. You know, I'm still waiting to play again with you, man.
The last time I think I remember I dropped the shoulder, and that was the last you saw of me, Julian, if I recall that particular encounter.
And the ball was in the back of the net.
Exactly, mate. Listen, great to see you.
You never missed.
It's great to see you. What a game. Liverpool, Real Madrid's fantastic, but equally, what a game we've got in Paris.
Incredible, really, Ali, at the Parc des Princes as well. So you know the kind of atmosphere that we would get there from the Ultras, especially Bayern, the most informed team in Europe. There's no one better than them. 15 games, 15 wins in all competitions. Vincent Kompany doing an amazing job. Harry Kane on fire. Luis Diaz, Michael Olise, all of them really, even defensively, they've tightened things up. Last season, they were a bit too open at times, a bit exposed in transition. It's not the case anymore. For Paris, the league form is a bit meh because they've had a lot of injuries. I think they focus more on the Champions League, but in the Champions League, they've been great so far. So this should be an absolute incredible game.
Well, I noticed at the weekend that Rank Ramos got a late goal, 92nd minute winner against Nice, I think it was. So you're saying the league form hasn't been great?
No, not great, Ali. I think partly because of injuries, also because I think the focus was very much a bit more on the Champions League this season than in the league, where their eyes was not really on it. But tonight is the kind of game, a bit like what we saw away at Barcelona 3 weeks ago or so, or 4 weeks ago. That's the games that they are far more looking forward to play the most compared to the league ones.
And Harry Kane, as you mentioned there, Julian, he's on absolute fire. Nicholas Jackson as well. We forget that he's gone there from Chelsea. Most Chelsea fans will say he misses too many chances, but he looks like he's enjoying his football. So the front four, you know, they know the Premier League very well. Diaz, obviously, from Liverpool. Kane's sort of playing a little bit more deeper now and let Nicholas Jackson come in, run the channels like he did at Chelsea. So, you know, I think, you know, companies you mentioned there, it's going to be a tricky game tonight. But Paris, do you agree with the bookmakers? They are the favourites to retain that Champions League again?
I mean, yeah, if everybody's fit, Ray, and everybody's back at the level of last season, of course they are. The fact is, Dembele has not played much this season because he'd been a little bit injured, coming back, feeling another niggle, and then stopping again and playing. Desiré Doué was out for 5 weeks. He's out for 8 weeks now again. So they are, if you think of the front three of last season, for example, Dembele, Doué, Kvaratskhelia in the final that took them to the final, two of them three won't be playing tonight. And even Kvaratskhelia, certainly in the league, hasn't shown the same form that he showed last season. In the Champions League, he's been great, but not so much maybe in the league. So it's a shame that in a way that tonight PSG are not at full strength, because this would be an amazing game if both teams were at full strength. But that's not Bayern's problem. No. And you're right, Kane, Olise, Gnabry and Luis Diaz, as a front four, I think have been the best front four in Europe this season so far.
I'll tell you one thing I would say though, Julian, PSG weren't at full strength in Barcelona, so they're more than capable. I think they're more than capable at home. I was going to say to you, mate, just describe for us, because you and I, you're right at the top of the show, at the top of the interview there, you mentioned it. We were blessed to be in that stadium, Parc des Princes, on numerous occasions last season for some of the big, massive games. And the atmosphere, mate, was second to none. Absolutely second to none. It'll be the same again tonight, mate.
Yeah, it would be incredible from the Ultras on that kind of Auto stand, which is behind one of the goals when we are like us, the commentary and the work for TV on our left-hand side. I mean, Ali's routine on a match day in Paris is the best you could have. He has his little restaurant and his steak that he loves.
Frog's legs.
Steak free. You know the drill, Julian. Steak free and perhaps a glass of red. You know the drill.
Then we walk from our hotel to the stadium, which is a 5-minute walk, lovely in a beautiful part of Paris. And then we get there and the Ultras are singing from an hour before kickoff.
Unbelievable, yeah.
And whatever happens in the game, they're always there, and it will be the same tonight. And the Bayern fan will be loud, and there's 3,000 of them coming over. But yeah, it's a great occasion in Paris.
Both sets of fans, to be fair, I've seen them both at the Emirates.
Oh yeah,
but they don't stop, Julian. I mean, PSG and Bayern. Bayern were unbelievable as well, and Cologne. They had about 20,000 when they come to the Emirates.
I can remember.
Frightening. So
Julian, I've got to say, we're envious of you. We'll look forward to seeing you, and I'm sure you will enjoy your night tonight, my friend. Enjoy.
Thanks, Julian.
You guys, cheers. Take care.
Take care. Now, coming up, we turn our attention to rugby and ask the question, do England have enough world-class players? We're going to discuss that next, mate.
When was the last time you saw someone score with a knuckleball free kick? We're going to take a look at why we're not seeing them anymore and explain a bit about how they work. The knuckleball peaked in the 2010s after that Ronaldo strike against Portsmouth in 2008 inspired academy players everywhere. Here's a young Mason Mount.
I tried to base my free kick on Ronaldo, hit the ball by the valve and it moves. So what do you do? Top corner.
Now, no ball is perfectly aerodynamic, so as it travels it creates ever-changing pockets of turbulent air, causing that unpredictable movement. Football's most prolific free kick taker, Juninho Pernambucano, perfected the technique but didn't invent it. He was inspired by players from the 90s and even the 50s. So how do you do it? You have to hit the ball head on with as short a contact time as possible so the ball doesn't spin. Hitting by the valve helps with that short contact time as it's the hardest part of the football. So why don't we see knuckleballs much anymore? It's because players are being told not to shoot from dead ball situations because the XG is so low. In fact, as Opta shows here, since the 08-09 season there's been a 10% reduction in players shooting from free kicks in the Premier League. And in 23-24, a record low of 11 free kicks found the back of the net. And the knuckleball, though spectacular, is imprecise, which is why it's becoming a thing of the past.
Okay, no, 9:33. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark at the UK's best used car deals. Guaranteed. Ally and Ray with you this morning. It's our biggest competition yet coming up now, and the time for you guys is running out. Lines close at 4 p.m. this Thursday for your chance to play to win up to £100,000. That's correct, £100,000, and it is, of course, completely tax-free. If you're the lucky winner, get this call this Thursday. You'll be heading to talkSPORT Towers on Thursday the 13th of November to play for that life-changing cash prize. Now, here is how to enter.
18 plus UK excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win, text the word cash to 83338 and you're in the draw. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. You must have the bill payer's permission, or you can enter for free by calling 0330 880 3338. All entries must be received by the 6th of November at 4 p.m. This is a talkSPORT limited promotion run on talkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. Full terms and conditions at talksport.com.
Yeah, best of luck for that. What a competition, 100 grand, eh?
Oh, very nice. Tax-free is the most important thing, isn't it?
Right in the back pocket,
lovely,
no
lovely.
tax. How do you like it? Rachel's not got her hands on that. She's got her hands on everything else, but it sounds like it, by the way. But she's not got her hands on that. Right, we're going to have a bit of this now.
Oh, and Wimbledon have moved out. And there's no flag from the linesman. Ray Parlour, his first goal for Arsenal.
One touch, get out his feet, Bob. What, a nectarine?
Never heard of it.
It's a small, like a little orange.
Is it?
Nectarine.
I thought you oranges.
Mark Overmars had this little fart machine.
What?
With a button. He goes,
pardon? Who is Gunnosaurus? Who is he to you?
What?
Is he related to you?
No. My brother is married to his daughter, but they're not together now. They've more or less split up.
Do they have an Invincible on drive? I don't think so.
That's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's time now for Yay or Nay Ray.
It certainly is. Now, I've got to say, I normally listen to this in the car, so I'm just absolutely thrilled to be here. We're going to put the Arsenal Invincible Ray Parlour to the test with some of today's biggest topics. If you agree with Ray, if you agree, Ray, you must start your answer with yay. You know the drill. If you disagree, nay. So I'm delighted to say it's that time of the day we're going to play some yay or nay with Ray today. Ray!
Well done,
well done. Get through it. I get through it. Look at them. They're devastated. They're devastated behind that window.
Superb.
Look at them. I got another boo. Barry's back on. I get booed for that. Now, first up, talkSPORT fight pundit Spencer Oliver made a shocking admission on the sports bar last night. Have a listen to this, guys.
I am a Spurs fan, you're right. I mean, I'm not a hardcore, I will admit it. I don't, I'm not particularly good, but I was a childhood Spurs fan. I never changed. I don't know how that happened, by the way, because my mum, my dad, all my family, my granddad are Arsenal fans. I'm going to say the weirdest thing to you right now. So, Arsenal would go down as my second favourite team.
You're a disgrace.
It should be your last team.
No, Tottenham's my favourite team.
You can't have Arsenal as your second favourite team.
It would be another London team,
No,
North London team.
No,
and by the way, when I ever get invited to football, all my mates are Arsenal, so I go to Arsenal. So I go, I'm going to lend them a bit of support,
No, you're a disgrace.
Disgusting.
You should be disgusted.
No.
You're a disgrace.
No.
That's like a sackable offence.
Now, by the way, I know it's your bit here with yeah or nay, but that is totally unacceptable.
Yeah,
right. So the question is, I've got the question.
I think you know the answer.
After that, should the wee man Spencer just get a lifetime ban for the Emirates? Unless Tottenham are playing.
Definitely, yeah. You can't have your local rivals as your second best team.
What's he thinking?
It's like Celtic is your second team.
I fancy Rangers the weekend.
I don't mind Celtic.
I quite like to see Celtic win at the weekend.
No. He's gone under the belt now. You can't do that. You can't do that. I've got one of my mates down there who's a Tottenham fan. He says, "Yeah, I don't mind Arsenal. If I invite him, he'll go."
Oh,
where the proper Tottenham fans say, "No, I ain't going in that stadium unless Tottenham are playing there."
Yeah,
and they're on their way in.
I get that.
So they're the proper Tottenham.
I get
fans.
that. I think
his name's Paul Green in the pub. He's
Paul,
a nightmare.
I think we're with you in that one. I think it's the unanimous decision. We are actually
we're with Jamie.
We're disqualifying. We're disqualifying for Spencer for a low blow. that's coming in as a low blow,
that's
Spencer.
Definitely.
Right, next up, Sunderland moved back into the Champions League places with a draw against Everton last night. They're 9 places and 6 points above their northeast rivals Newcastle. Ooh. Here we go. Oh. So, yay or nay, will Sunderland finish above the Toon? What a question.
Yes. Oh. I think I'm so impressed with Sunderland, why they come up. Very physical side, fit, very mobile. Xhaka's done a great job. But I've got to say, nay. I think Newcastle have got probably more squad depth. Players who can...
They'll need it, mate.
Well, that's the only thing about Newcastle with the Champions League and whatever.
Yes.
But I'm still gonna. It's a really good question, by the way.
Cool.
And I think if Sunderland fans, I know they're very excited at the moment, and where they are sitting is fantastic for the Premier League. Really, a team that's come up. But if you said to them, if they come fourth from bottom at the start of the season, they would snap you. They would have been done yet. We'll have that because they stay up in the Premier League. So I don't think they got carried away yet, but they must be on cloud nine at the moment, seeing what's happening at the club, seeing the atmosphere. But I'm still going to go nay. I think Newcastle come above them.
Next question then: could Sunderland be the Forest of this season?
Possible, yeah. I think that there might be a little bit of movement in that January window as well. They do need a few more players.
I think they like a European, they like a midweek games.
Yeah, of course it does.
Thing,
and especially with the squad and how fit they are. And I was really impressed yesterday, second half. I mean, they really went for Everton, and Everton were holding on at one stage.
Ray, I'm telling you right now, that Chelsea, they were different class at Chelsea.
So I might have got this totally wrong.
See, the flip side of the coin is, I think that's one of the reasons that Forest have got a really difficult situation this season, which they're going to have to deal with, and that's European football.
Yeah.
See, I think
it does take it out of you.
Definitely takes it.
You're playing Thursday, Wednesday, whatever you're playing, and you've got to play the weekend, and the other players have had a week off.
Yeah.
And they've got that little bit more rest and ready to go. It's a great
question.
Great question, by the way. Yeah.
Okay, mate. Final one. Here we go. This is unacceptable. I shouldn't be giving you my opinion on it because it's here and there. Final one. We've barely made it into November, but Christmas ads are already in full flow. Stop it, Ed. Immediately.
The Christmas lights are going up round my way already.
Are they?
Yeah, my daughter's phoned me up and said Billericay High Street. I think they're putting their Christmas lights up. They're going to turn. I think they might be turned on as well.
Oh, by the way, I need to tell you right now, there's nobody who loves Christmas more than me. Right? I absolutely love Christmas. I love everything about it. I love the family getting together.
When should it be, Ali? 1st of December?
Yeah, that's where I'm, mate. Here we go. Here's a question. Asda released their Grinch style one last week, and the traditional John Lewis one was released over the weekend, the ads. Our friends at Virgin Radio have even launched Virgin Radio Christmas, available by swiping from our talkSPORT app on DAB in London or ask your smart speaker to play Virgin Radio Christmas. Simple question, mate. Yay or nay, Ray? Is the first week of November even far too early for people preparing for Christmas?
Definitely yay.
Guys are growing moustaches.
Definitely yay.
Never mind. I mean, how can you concentrate on Christmas when you're growing a moustache?
When do you reckon the first Christmas parties are?
I don't mind them any time December.
I reckon there'd be a lot of them would be in November. They start probably the 20th onwards.
Yeah, and I get it.
Because of bookings.
Yes.
You can't get in certain places and whatever.
And I can also accept, to a certain degree, some Christmas parties in January.
Yes.
Because of people working and all that, working through it.
January's a dead month, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't like January, so I think it makes sense to people to do that.
Yes.
So
I can
give you something to look forward to.
But the question, I think the answer is yay. The first week of November is far too early.
Oh, definitely yay. Yeah.
So what was you?
I'm still on the golf course. I'm not even thinking about Christmas at the
moment.
No,
mate. Were you 1st of December?
I would say December, yeah. And
I'm ashamed.
I probably a bit later than that, maybe. Even put my Christmas tree up, be going up first week, second week in December.
I like to get them up early.
Yeah, so first week of December.
Aye.
And I love December. I think it's such a great month. Like everybody's excited.
I love Christmas trees.
Yeah, so do I.
I love it. You cannot beat a real Christmas tree.
I tell you what, Ali.
Stick it in. Oh man, it's
one thing about this year though. There's only one game of Boxing Day, isn't there?
There's only one game.
Only one game. So I always go one for dogs, which is a great
on a Boxing Day.
Great meeting. It starts about 11:30, 12 o'clock, and it's really fantastic, packed, absolutely banged out. And the best thing about it is the staff race at the end.
Exactly.
Oh, they'll get all dressed up. I backed the hot dog last year. And he was going really well. And I don't know what happens if Father Christmas comes storming through.
What trap did the hot dog come out of? This is a matter of interest. Was it a coffin
It's
box?
quite long. It's quite long.
My old man used to call trap, or me Durant used to call trap 3 was a coffin box. You'd no chance of getting. You'd never back a winner out of trap 3, man.
Yeah.
No chance.
Got the rail. No, but it's the best thing. And they all dress up. It's great spirit over
Love
there.
it.
And that's what it's all about. Christmas.
I
Having
love
a bit
Christmas,
of fun.
mate. I love
Christmas Day's lovely as well.
But December. I love Christmas Day, mate.
I miss the Only Fools and Horses. They were the best.
It was one that magic.
They're special.
I'll never forget when the two of them came running up that hill.
Oh yeah, Batman and Robin.
Oh mate, was that not one of the funniest? Was that not one of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life?
Yeah, well, there's so many, isn't there, from Only Fools and Horses. I still like the chandelier one myself.
Brilliant.
Granddad, the old granddad who's blinded. And then he went, have you got a phone number and address? No. Quick, go.
Oh, mate, bring it on. So we're saying bring it on, but not until the 1st of December.
Absolutely.
Magic, mate. Coming up, we're joined by 3 Six Nations winner James Caskell and brilliant rugby broadcaster Alex Payne to discuss whether this England team are one of the best in the world. Steady on, guys. I mean, just carried away. You beat Australia. You had a reasonable result. And the more important question that the nation wants to know, how is Joe Marler doing in Traitors? Right, we're off and running. 9:49 we're nearly at the end of the show. What a show we've had this morning, Ray.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it, Ali.
Really enjoyed it, mate. Tuesday, 4th of November. This is talkSPORT Breakfast. Hopefully you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Ally and Ray. And Arnold Clark gets £750 off any used electric car or home charger. Now, the good, the bad, and the rugby's podcast is a rugby podcast including broadcaster Alex Payne. The good, there's no doubt about that. And England's legends James Haskell and Mike Tyndall. You can work your way out for the other two. I've got Haskell done as a badge straight away. Tyndall, the rugby. I'm criminally less scared of Tyndall. I might be a wee bit that. And it Reloaded, the good, the bad, and the rugby is the highly anticipated second book from the three of them, and I'm delighted to say that we're joining the studio at this moment in time by Alex, as James has been stuck in traffic. Alex, great to see you. Thanks for
joining. It's a new show, actually. It's just the good, actually, and I think it's what the people want. We've rebranded.
That's the main thing. Mate, it was only a matter of time before you dropped those two.
People need.
You've carried them long enough, mate. You've carried them. I think the nation knows it.
I said to you when I wandered, I feel like one of those sort of non-playing travelling reserves who sits at the back of the bus, does an entire season up and down the country, and suddenly gets the keys to the kingdom.
Yeah, but you're the most important.
And at least I'm here on time.
Alex, as I said to you, they're the most important.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It is. It is sort of. It is an amazing show that we've built, and it is very much about the two of them. They are England rugby legends. Mike's obviously got an extraordinary life that he leads now.
He's brilliant, Mike. Yeah.
In all sorts of in all sorts.
Does a lot of charity work as well, Mike.
He does a huge amount of charity. He puts a lot of money together. You've played in that, which is fantastic, and he raises a lot of money for his. And here we are. This is the good, the rugby in essence.
I couldn't work out whether you were the good, the bad, or the ugly.
He's the worst.
Yeah.
The good, the worst in the rugby.
I've got gifts.
It's almost the end of the show.
I love gifts.
Well done, lads.
Thank you very much.
I'm so sorry. This is what we do. The whole thing starts sliding off the plate.
Sorry, Alex. He's so much better.
I'm going to have to rip that up because I was going to give you stick for coming in late. I'm ripping that up.
Surprised to see you boys awake with Alex's chat.
I've only had 30 seconds to go to work. We're into the lullaby phase before we actually knock him out.
So listen, tell me, boys, the podcast, great success. Where did the idea come from? How did it start?
Well, welcome to you, James. Why don't you take it from here?
Well, it's actually Alex is kind of the ideator behind lots of what we do. And they basically, a company approached him and said, would you start a podcast? And he said his first name on the team sheet was me, because obviously I can't shut up and love the sound of my own voice. And obviously someone like Mike Tyndall, who kind of had that rugby acumen, obviously. You know, he went to Australia in 2003, came back with a World Cup winners medal and a princess. I mean, if Carlsberg did holidays, one unbelievable one. So
she drinks more than him. It's unbelievable.
Oh yeah, they're professionals. Yeah, but mostly because of Tins has got a very good rugby mind. He's coached. He kind of understood what rugby was about. So we kind of came together, and after the first 3 episodes, we broke all the KPIs for sort of the first 6 months, and it just kind of got really sort of out of hand and spiraled to the point where we found out we could create something with good chemistry and fun, but we could be really honest and open about all our subjects, our private lives, sport, and looking behind the curtain as to what was actually going on. Because if you look at things like Netflix now, all the sports shows are one thing, but everyone wants to know what goes on in the families, and then it's the wives of the players and and all the partners. Kind of what we try to do is shed a bit of light on stuff without going into the minutiae of rugby. Do
you think social media has a lot to do with that, in terms of the openness of sport in general? Because if you look at the documentaries, you're right, whether it's Manchester City, Sunderland, I think social media has
massively. And this is a really interesting point, actually, because I think kids, I've got a 13-year-old boy now, he follows players as much as he follows club. And you saw that when Ronaldo goes to, where is he now? Saudi, exactly. I mean, suddenly the follower of that club, it's incredible, goes up 100% overnight type thing. So social media plays a huge part of what we do, actually. And we are a podcast, but we're a YouTube show. We're on a live theatre tour at the moment. We've got a book out. We've got a gin, obviously. So it's a much bigger sort of ecosystem than just a podcast. And I mean, your numbers are enormous. Tins are enormous. It's social media that sort of drives, I think, a lot of the interest.
I think as well, because if you look at why, I mean, I kind of looked at why people are so fascinated with social media. It's because they get a snapshot of people's lives, and they want to know, is it true what they're seeing? There's always that fascination, because I think a lot of people who don't speak up and don't do media, their silence, people fill that void. People go, we don't know. So Owen Farrell's a very good example. He's an amazing player, amazing leader, everybody's first name on the team sheet, but sometimes gets a hard rap from the rugby press because he doesn't say anything, because he's not interested, because he's a born winner, he doesn't need it. But because he doesn't say anything, people fill the space with a narrative. So with our podcast, what we like to do is interview people, especially on tour and in the books and bits, to go, listen, what's it actually like?
how have you actually felt? How did you enjoy your journey? And that's what I think fans really want to see, because they see the product on the field, but they want to know the people because they get snapshots now. But
also, James, I want to ask you about your DJing. How's that going?
Yeah, it's all right. Actually, good. Yeah, I've got a track coming out this Friday. Yeah. It's called Sexy Back. It's a collaboration with a guy called Mosserman, and I think it's my biggest track. He's an incredible producer. We've worked on it for quite a while. It'll be my 30th release, bizarrely.
Oh, by the way, I'm serious. There can't be enough days in the week for you at this moment.
Wow, I know. But the thing is, I'm like a shark. If I stop swimming, I die. If I stop working, I have to deal with all the thoughts in my head, and then the wheels are definitely going to come off.
Tell me, when you take you say to do the shows, which is great at the theatres and things like that, have you got a set plan that you stick to?
I have a set plan, we've never got anywhere near it. I can tell you.
That was going to be my question.
That's the best shows.
I would never claim to know you guys really, really well, and certainly might not really well. But I've just got a hunch that you've got a kind of, I wouldn't say you're the brains in the operation, but you're organised, and perhaps the other two it could go.
And that's exactly my role. I mean, I think Haas called me a cross between a parole officer, a nanny, a sort of a prison guard, in trying to keep them out of trouble and trying to keep them on the straight and narrow. And my role is to try and keep a connection with the audience type thing, which is, if I'm huffing and puffing and tutting, at least it knows them, those in the crowd, that I'm sort of on their side rather than these two. But it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, we laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. It's a bit like you two. We are so lucky to have what we have. We're fairly unapologetic about what we are. We can't.
We're not paid as much or as funny, but
no, that's very true. We certainly haven't got the listeners.
Quite similar.
But we do really enjoy it. And my job is to let them go wherever they want to go.
Try and keep buzz as well. Don't you get a buzz out of it? Because we do fit shows and all that sort of stuff. And when you've played in front of a crowds and all that sort of stuff, but when you get out there, and you really do enjoy it as well. You get a good buzz when people are laughing and all that.
Well, we come alive. Like, it's interesting because we've got three very different characters on paper you wouldn't necessarily think would get on, but we don't ever really have a big arguments. We bicker sometimes, but because we've got a business, you have to employ staff and bits and pieces, all the pressures that come with it. But when it comes to the lights go up on the show, we have so much fun. And like Alex last night, for the first 45 minutes, goes, "I really must start the show." But at 45 minutes, we're going to get to a show. No, we'll talk about some rugby in the next half. And Tins is interesting because he's so busy. He's got all these kind of other bits going on, and he's an incredible father and family life. But he comes alive as well. He's sort of begrudgingly, I'm not sure I want to do this, and then he comes in and because he's got so many amazing stories. World Cup winner, we're hanging out with Martin Johnson. All the other kind of bits and pieces that he's had in his career, and so we have a lot of fun. And Alex has become a reluctant star as well. He keeps thinking he can get away with just being a facilitator, but I will do DJ gigs or go to events, and people will hold up phones. How's Payno? Where's Payno? Tell me about Payno.
It's my family members, I say.
That's good.
Support.
I've got to ask you, we're going to news at the end of the show, but I have to ask you at least one rugby question.
Hit me.
Where are England at this moment in time? And my main question is, I know that the good victory against Australia, Australia 1 or 2 missing. I think, my own personal opinion, I think England got a really, really good squad. I'm not sure they've got enough world-class players in their team. Is that unfair or fair?
I think it's a little bit unfair. I think they've got a youngish team. I think there are so many talented players in there. I think they're in a really good place. I think they're learning different ways to win. I think they look like they're having a lot of fun. I think they're looking like they're very dangerous. And there's such a depth of talent that when you're looking to win and become world-class players, it takes time, but they're getting there. And some of the guys like George Ford will help drag the rest of up to his level. And I think they're doing brilliantly.
Last one.
You don't want to
Joe Marler. Joe Marler. You're on Joe Marler.
Traitors.
This is a Joe Marler fan club.
I wish we had Joe Marler on this podcast.
Love Joe Marler.
Maybe we will one day.
You've got to get
unbelievable. I mean, you know him, but you had a fight with him. That's what you're famous for.
Running into a post down
over. What a good way of getting home, I suppose.
No, listen, he's an amazing guy. He's doing obviously brilliantly on the TV programme. He's a very interesting character in terms of, he's had his journeys with mental health. He's very positive. He was always a great prankster in our kind of team. And he's got that very astute mind. My mind does not work like Joe Marler's. He's perfect for that programme. And I think he's going to do brilliantly when he comes out of it.
Boys, we're out of time. Jim White's going to come in here and march us out the studio. Thanks very, very much, Alex. James.
Thanks for the gin.
£1.50 of every bottle sold goes to charity, lads. Enjoy it.
Right, continued success and everything. And thanks for coming in to see us. Rugby broadcast Alex Payne and former England forward James Haskell. They are absolutely fantastic. And thank you very much again for the gifts. Don't forget to check out the podcast, Book Gin, and live shows. I'll be back with Al tomorrow morning from 6 a.m. Ray, thank you.